Hello.
So how about that
Salutations.
racism?
That-
Perfect.
We can never be
Yeah.
an organized show. That's just kind
No, we
of
can't. We
that's,
can't.
that's,
I mean,
the-
honestly, would you people love us if we were ending differently? So, we have an R in our name, and no, it doesn't stand for regarded. It stands for response, and we haven't really done a response video in a long time.
yeah, the
And
last
whenever
one-
Jake and
Yeah, you
Wyatt,
guys suck at your job.
yeah, we do, and whenever Jake and Wyatt pick a video for a spawn, it's usually like 16 hours long, taking us fucking multiple days of recording to actually get it done, and we all want to
Content.
kill ourselves by the end of it. So, I decided to find a video that we could respawn that I promise will be happy about the response and have plenty to talk about. We all like 40k here, right?
What's that?
I guess.
Well, I've
it's
paid enough for it. I
okay.
better like it.
I mean, I suppose.
I've only invested like more than a couple grand in this
Billions of
franchise.
dollars.
I better-
I
have
have
a lot
an
of respect
AdMech
for the
army.
horse
I don't
energy.
like money.
Oh,
I have mixed feelings about Mr. James' workshop and what he does with his
Lionel,
franchise.
one up you on that. I have a guard army with several
and-
with several Bane blades.
Hey, at least when you buy.
All right, so
AdMech's terribly priced. Jesus Christ.
They are.
So I decided to find us a video that covers two things that we all like. 40k, which is something we all hold dearly in our hearts, and racism.
Yeah. Honestly,
I mean,
I'm
the
saying
R
something-
in Y.A.R.P is hard.
Yes,
Yes.
very hard.
The-
Exactly.
Yet another
The racist podcast.
Yet another racist podcast. So, for the ones we've been doing previously, those have all gone on for the most part onto Jake's for Dragon's Den. The last one that was done here was the Birdman one. That
Yeah.
we did over drinks.
Once again, another video that made us fucking miserable. So I wanted to do something different. We like Flash Gits. Flash Gits are cool people. They made Space King, which is probably the greatest piece of 40k media
Space
ever
King
made.
is absolute
Um,
fucking peak. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. And they made a bunch of other things, like all the black. Honestly, probably one of the most influential things that push people towards 40k is literally the Black Templars versus furries.
Yeah.
It's
How many
to the point
videos-
that
How many
To the
videos? How many
I think it's
videos?
6 or
No.
7, I think.
No, there's 4.
No. How many views does the first one have though?
Oh, views! I don't know,
Black-
fucking millions upon millions.
I think I'm going to say like at least 10 million.
Black Templars versus furries. Oh, it's not even
called
popping up on
The
YouTube.
furry apocalypse.
Furry
It's called the
Apocalypse.
furry-
That's what. Yeah, you're right. The Furry Crusaders. Oh yeah, Sonic gets.
Sonic
Yeah.
gets cocked.
I realize I've been cursing this entire time, but I also don't care. So
They
well, I mean,
removed
you
that
can fix
rule
that.
anyway.
yeah.
And also, the funniest one is still the bluey one, where we
Yeah.
find out that the broccoli can actually freeze a space marine in his place, so they have
So,
like,
yeah,
these psychic
fur-
abilities.
Furry Apocalypse has almost 8 million views, and that's the first one.
Oh. Wow, yeah.
So yeah,
Brother!
that's-
Brother, avenge me!
Dead.
Oh, I just love when he flips over the picnic table and just reads as he sits down.
He gets piled on it, zooms in, no mercy, pulls pin on grenade.
And then they exterminate on us, the furry planet.
Well, what was the one that was called where it's like genuinely like horrifying, where he was it was like the recount of of a surviving Black Templar on the planet that was being
It was the
overtaken by
second
the
one.
furry.
I think it was the fourth one.
No,
The
no,
second
yeah, it
one.
had
The
to be
second.
Oh no,
The second one was
the,
Sonic.
when they're interrogating.
Was Sonic. No, the second one's
Second-
Sonic.
the third one is when they're interrogating.
Yeah, the fourth one is the teaser for the actual fourth one.
Yeah.
And that's where they discover Lola Bunny. What?
What, does it make me a furry?
She's hot. Doesn't make me a furry.
It's like fur gets. It's like take these back right now.
I'm Strong Fang now.
First of my name, my power knows no bounds.
But anyway,
I could blow me,
all
I
of
blow
that
myself.
all of that to say that we like Flash Gits. I feel like that's a safe assumption.
And we
to
like
say.
Warhammer.
Yep. So we have a video for you guys. It is which Warhammer faction is the most racist. So Tom and Don are the two guys you see very blurry because that's how they do their intro. These are the two creators behind Flash Gits. So all of those cartoons we literally just mentioned, and of course Space King. That is all of their that's their brainchild and what they animate, and they're fantastic at it, and they're fucking funny. So let's get right into it. Wait, hang on. Actually, before we get into it, Slur, you had an idea for the intro?
Yeah, just before we even begin the video, just run around the table. What is everybody's nomination for what they think the most racist faction might
The
be?
Imperium. Like, you remember the...
No. So, okay, shit. You can't see the tier list. The Imperium is not one faction.
I mean,
There are Space Marines, there are Guards, there are Sister Sororitas.
Yeah, it takes up
sections
half
of
the factions that one group.
So, if you had to choose, you had to fucking break it down to the actual ones. And I think they don't include Inquisitors or the Votan, because I remember them. Because I didn't watch this video, I watched the one that came after this, which is which Warhammer faction is the most sexist, which was also very funny. So think of them as different factions. So there won't be specific Space Marine chapters, just the Space Marines as a whole, the Imperial Guard as a whole, the Sister Sororitas as a whole, even though that's actually more
okay, so that
centered.
immediately throws because then I was gonna follow up and then with the Death Watch, because the when the Eldar were trying to birth like another god to try to fight them, the Death Watch stopped, and the Eldar went, like, if you, like, what you're gonna do is kill a god and it would fix everything, would you really do that? And the Death Watch guy just said yes, and then killed him.
Yeah, but the job is being like racist because they're literally Xenos killers.
Yeah, they're anti-Xenos.
So, I am going to put a prediction to no one's shock. I think the Necrons are the most racist.
I mean, that actually, unironically, was kind of where I was going as well, because when you look at it, there's a bunch of factions that discriminate against anything that is not themselves. The Necrons, because of the way they are, discriminate against anything that actually has DNA.
To be fair,
Also
like
themselves.
to be fair, like they admitted in the sexist video, they don't really know much about the new Necron lore, so they probably don't know about like the separation of like the Silent
Even
King
old
and the
Necron lore.
well, the Silent
Yeah.
King, the difference between Silent King and the Emotech. So, but at the same time, though, Emotech takes up most of the Necron faction, so I just feel like it's safe to assume that like his faction is what would be the overlapping thing of the Necrons. There's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of room for nuance in the conversations. Just think about the factions as a whole.
I think
I feel like it's not in really racism. It's just like I hate life for most of the Necrons.
Yeah, but they literally call them disgusting flesh bags.
So I know who.
Yeah,
might
but that's
be
like
at the-
discrimination against like life, not just race.
Yeah,
think
that is
one
a
of-
race.
It's so
feel like a
racist.
bit of a
It
slur.
goes beyond racism to just hating
I
life
will.
in general.
I will say. I just said
This is a guy who like goes on rallies to say fuck plants, we should murder them all.
Well, I was about to say. I feel like I said not to get too less of nuance,
I mean,
but like
that's the destroyers basically. It's like, yeah, our job is to eradicate life to the point where we spend like centuries on a planet. Like, that's one of my favorite things about the Infinite Divine, where like, Trazen basically goes to destroy. He's like, hey, do you want to stop? It's like, no, we're gonna go to the core. They're gonna go to the top, melt the ice caps, and kill everyone. It's like, cool. I don't want that to happen. It's like, well, we do. It's like, oh well. So it's like, yeah,
I was
the
gonna-
Necrons are like, fuck everything.
I think I know who would be at the bottom.
well, yeah, the obvious one is who would be at the bottom. But what I was gonna say is that Emotech does discriminate against orcs because he hates fighting them. They make no fucking sense to his calculations and any of his strategies, and he despises them with a passion.
And the
I can feel that from
Tyranids only
Necrons.
hate Necrons because they can't eat them. Everybody else is like.
Yeah,
it's not-
I would say the Necrons.
I don't think the
Tyranids
Tyranids actually hate. I don't think the Tyranids hate.
Yeah,
Necrons,
I don't
though.
think
They
they're
just avoid them.
racist. I think they're just a force that eats like organic matter. So they're
There's
like they
also,
don't
like,
discriminate.
and going
No,
off the
they're like the
Necron thing,
most
this raises
equal
an
of everyone.
interesting
That's
thing.
why I
Because
think they'd be.
we
at the
can look at the
bottom.
Necrons and say they hate the most variety of races because they will kill anything that doesn't have DNA. But is it more racist to be kind of dispassionately and nihilistic towards a bunch of different people, or is it more racist to be really fucking furiously trying to eradicate one specific people?
So who's your pick?
Corn Space Marines versus Zinch Space Marines.
I don't think they would. I think they put Chaos Space Marines as one faction.
Okay, if Chaos Space Marines are one faction, then they barely even fucking can, because they're kind of like the Necrons where they hate everybody. So,
True.
yeah, unless you're going to
Yeah.
allow for the fact that all of the Chaos Gods fucking absolutely discriminate against each other based on literally the very essence of their souls. And one of those is significantly better at hating things than the other three. If we're just discounting that, then I'm going to go back to either Necrons, or I'm going to pick, just to have it in the back pocket, a very boring human Space Marine answer, which is the Red Scorpions, who are a faction of Space Marines who genuinely, absolutely fucking abhor any kind of abhuman. So no Ogrin, no cat girls, psychers, they don't fucking like them. Even navigators, they've got them in those fucking sarcophagi. They don't let them out. They chain them up. They don't like them at all. Like any kind of abnormality in the human genome, they fucking hate that shit. They will
Wait.
purge an entire planet of anything that is not strictly human looking to them in the moment. And then they will call the planet saved, even if it wasn't actually at war.
Really quick. Okay, I heard this before. Are cat girls actually in 40K?
Yes, but they
Yes.
don't look
Yeah.
like the sexy anime girls.
Yeah, no,
that-
they look like actual fucking mutant horror shows.
What are they called?
Felinids,
Felinids
I
or
think.
something.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
just type in
felinids.
cat girls 40K. What happens?
A bunch
You'll
of
get a
fan
bunch of
art.
fan art with like will get you
Yeah,
like
The
certain
fan,
parts
the
moving.
fan art is massively going to overweigh everything else.
Yeah, but what is fan art? If
Honestly,
not
that's a lot of
true?
40k. Most of it is like the fan art is like this is what it is, and most people's mind
Here.
what it is. Then you read the book, you're like, that's not what I imagined at all.
Oh, they just look like
I'm going to post like
fucking-
an official thing into the chat.
They
just
look
so you
like
actually have to think
Khajiit,
about it.
right?
Yeah, they look like Khajiit
Yeah.
from Elder Scrolls, which is
Yeah.
boring. They
So-
actually look like cats.
I mean, yeah, they're
Yeah.
abhumans.
Yeah, they're fucking mutants, and
Yeah.
they would have been purged to absolute extinction if the Departmenta Munitorum didn't find them actually kind of cost effective.
Oh, Jesus
Well, yeah,
Christ.
Ogren are what equivalent to like 10 guard.
And
Yeah,
then
no, Ogrin are incredibly fucking strong, and even though they're genuinely mentally retarded, the Imperium keeps them around because they are actually very handy.
and
That's a
ratlings
lot
are,
of Imperial stuff. Like many like Space Marine chapters or certain groups or whatever are around because they crunch the numbers and realize they are fucking doing their job, and it's fucking great to doing their job. And if we get rid of them, that's a lot more like stuff on us. So we'll just let them exist.
Well, it's like how
So it's like
Cough,
ratlings.
Minotaurs, cough, cough.
Well, it's
Isn't
why.
that like
Yeah,
literally-
yeah.
Isn't that
We're
literally
bending the
Gillim-
rules because we need them.
Isn't
I
that
mean, that's
literally
why-
Isn't that really Gilliman's whole fucking thing? It's like
Well, no, Gilliman
wanna
is much
get
more
you-
like an Excel spreadsheet kind of guy, so he will make
Excel.
margins of error, and that'll be fine. But he does like rules. He likes sticking to the rules.
Hmm.
Whereas the
so
Inquisitors,
he
on the
doesn't
other
like-
hand, there is fully a Space Marine chapter who ritually, as part of their initiation, have their guys undergo demonic possession,
Yep.
and fighting off the possession is the way you get initiated, because they needed a guys in the back pocket to fight fucking demons. And these are those guys. That is like blatant fucking heresy. You are willfully fucking possessing Space Marine bodies with demons. You should be fucking nuked from orbit, but you won't be because you're the Inquisition.
Yeah, I think like there's a good chunk of them was like if you were in any other part of space, you would all be like exterminatus because you're fucking like clearly heresy. But because you're in like the Halo rings or whatever they're called, and it's like these places are fucked up, it's like you have to be here because you're the only people that can actually deal with this. So it's like you get a free pass for now.
I mean, like, that's why ratlings are still around, because they're great for morale and are fantastic sharpshooters.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And
then,
they are the reason that Skaven will never be added to 40k because they basically already exist. They are the humans. Humans are the Skaven.
Yes.
so in that regard, who was you? So you're locking as Space Marines just for the generic thing, specifically.
Well, okay, that's my boring answer. I think Corn Demons is gonna be like my fucking go-to because like nobody hates quite like they do.
fair enough.
They literally want everything that is not them to die at
Fair
all
enough.
times.
So
I think it's more than that. It's like you don't, at some point you don't think. It's just hate. Like literally, like I think I was reading The Fall of Lycadia, and there's like one of the characters is a like corn like half demon like guy who basically possessed himself. And at some point the words were just blood, blood, blood. Like he lost his mind
Yep.
and was just murdered. Like it wasn't even like I hate that guy. It's I hate. I hate.
Yeah, no.
I hate. That's it.
The
So, like,
guy
it's-
actually becomes irrelevant after a point. He's just a vessel through which you can channel the expression of how much you really fucking love murder.
like at some point it's just blood, blood. That's all in your mind. Just blood. You can't see anything. You're just swinging. Was that an ally? I don't give a shit. Blood has to flow. So it's like
I
it's
love
more
corn.
than just I hate this race. It's like I just hate in general. If I could murder the planet, I would because it's a thing I can murder. That's corn.
So-
That's corn worshippers.
And this is kind of why I brought my
God, I love
question earlier. If you're like, is it more racist to want every race to die or to really want one specific race to die?
So all right. So what are you saying? So you're saying you're locking as corn demons?
Fucking as corn as my fucking boys, sure.
Fair enough. What do you think? What? Remember, not just saying the entire Imperium. Like, break it down.
So my boring answer would be Space Marines, only in the sense that they're like literally like psycho conditioned to like fight the enemies of the Imperium. I wanted to say the Guard because of just they've had it drilled into them, but a lot of them leave for like the Tau, for example, and become Goivesa.
That's a lot more individual than like the Space Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Remember,
like,
boys, the
Space Marines-
Guela is a
Space Marines
slur.
literally have hypnopods where they like go in there with VR headsets
So
and like brainwashed into it. I don't think God has that. They're just
So I-
told to believe in it.
I'm going to actually go Sisters of Battle because there are a lot of Ordos in the Sisters of Battle that fucking hate Space Marines because they view them as mutants. So they're even
Oh.
like,
So they're racist to their own people. That's good. I like that.
yeah,
Well, they're basically the military arm of the church.
The
so, like,
church,
they're
yeah.
super fundamentalists.
Yeah.
that's why their favorite faction to work alongside isn't the Space Marines, it's the Guard.
Yeah. All right. So Jake, what about you?
Well, I can't just say Eldar, and I don't know that much about specific Eldar factions. I'm gonna
can.
go. I mean, because because I know like a lot of them do hold the similar beliefs, but the thing is,
I mean,
their
Eldar
race is-
do think they are better than every
They do
other
think they're
race.
better
They
than
do.
other people.
They do. They
And I
do.
believe the actual mission is like if we kill every other race, we can fix the universe. So, so
That
like they
is
clearly don't like
true.
everyone else.
That is true. It's either like it's either them or I was gonna say Tau Ethereals
Hmm.
because
Tao's very
So you're saying-
sneaky racism because
yeah,
they
it's
basically like
not
Yeah.
only, it's very sneaky racism, and more specifically,
not
have-
like Tao. It's very sneaky,
But-
which is why most people get them
Well,
wrong because they.
I was
can't
gonna
look
say,
into
but it
what they're
almost
doing.
borderline horseshoes back to it because like they'll be like, yes, we will try to become friends with the Dark Eldar. Here are just some of our
Well,
people.
no, for the Tau, it's like every
I
race
think
can
that's
become a
because
part of the
naivety.
Tau Empire as an inferior race. Like
They
the
yeah,
crew
like,
can
literally
be
under them.
welcomed into the Tau Empire as an inferior race. The Guela, the fucking human traitors, can be welcomed to the Tau Empire as an inferior race. It's more like they are systemic racism.
Yes,
Like
Also
actual
it's-
bureaucratic
and
systemic racism.
Okay, that's fair.
specifically,
As
yeah,
opposed to the
'cause they have
Imperium, where it's
they
like
have-
you are different. Bang.
yeah, they
That's
have
that's the thing. The Tau are more sneaky and subterfuge
Yeah.
and like
they
underlining racism, while every other faction is "I hate you." They'll tell you to your face, "I hate you. I hope you die. I hope your children die." Tau won't do that
Yeah.
because they want to
Yeah,
actually
because-
like rule over them.
yeah, like they have specific caste systems and they
literally-
sterilize populations. I think they sterilize like humans and other non-Tau. So they are actually committing a different form of genocide, preventing
Under
birth
the
of a
Geneva
specific
Conventions,
race.
that
Yes.
actually literally does count as genocide.
It does, yes. So they commit a more a less a less brutal version of genocide, and like and
Less
I
brutal.
mean, there's a reason why
My-
General Farside was like, the affairs are bullshit, fuck them. Because
Yeah, exactly. I was
they
just about to
realized
bring
that,
that
like,
up,
oh, they're using pheromones to control us, and they're just like, this is a bit
Yeah.
evil.
Face
Yeah.
gang.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So I'm gonna lock in with Tau ethereals, and also
gonna say this
yes,
is-
also
That's it.
part of it
So-
is because of my hate for the Tau.
Fair enough. So the Tau. So we got Tau and Lion. I don't think you actually locked in what you would say. You kind of just jumped off of Slur's point with the demons. What's your actual lock in? Most racist race or most racist faction in 40K.
What is partly to be different, but also because I kind of do believe I will say the Eldar.
The Eldar?
Because
Fair.
they.
That's a good. That's, no, that's not
it's-
a bad
yeah.
choice. The,
No,
the,
it's
the
not
Not a
whole
choice at all.
the
It is
whole
not a
fuck-
bad
the
choice.
whole-
It's
the whole universe is racist, man. Like,
Yeah.
There's literally only one
It-
loser
yeah,
at this
yeah.
list.
It's the
fucking
whole like
Tyranids.
we fucked up the
Yeah.
universe, and the whole just is like solution is, well, if you just kill everyone else, we can fix it.
We fix
Which
it,
is
yeah.
like, yeah, which is like the Elven thing of they're so up their own ass that they believe that like they will fix the universe they fucked up.
Fucking elves.
Fucking
Yeah.
elves.
While
So, yeah.
they basically like go anytime they interact with humans, they're like, you speak our language, like shit, you fucking monkey, fuck you.
They
And
literally call them
I'm
monkeys.
pretty sure every other race is like that. Like this, they don't like interactive other races, and the only time they voluntarily do that is to go, "You're fucking stupid. What the fuck are you doing?
Or-
Can't
or
you
they
think for
are,
one fucking
We're gonna
second?"
fix it.
Or they're
Yeah.
they're in
We were fixing it. Why did you come here? And they don't. And like, what are you fixing? We're not telling you, you fucking idiot. Like,
You were not
one of
gonna tell
the one of the
you.
only outliers
I'm
would
not
be the in need, but that's only because your brain is just like, I see the bigger picture, and that
Yeah, but
requires-
well, yeah,
once it-
that's
but
like a
once again-
far
Also
side
get
thing where they're like,
incidental
we're
Yeah, I was about to
stupid.
say. I was about to say, but that's also like
We
the
need to
Silent
team
King.
up and
It's like
work.
that's also like the Silent King thing from Necrons. Yes, there are sub factions in the factions
yeah,
that do
exactly.
like are better, but yes, overall though.
Yeah,
Overall, Eldar
I-
think they're
yeah.
better than everyone else. They literally think they are the superior race, even though they're objectively wrong. But you
Yep.
do
Yes.
get like rogue fucking Eldar pirates who are away from craft worlds who do collaborate with Imperial Navy fleets to
Yeah.
like take down chaos and shit.
yeah,
Like, it
just
does
like,
happen.
just like how there are
Yeah.
rogue traders just constantly like, yeah, I'll take this tank from the Dark Eldar. Like, what could possibly? Oh my god, it's an abomination.
Okay, and so because this is a
Like-
tier list, I do feel like we need to add this. The obvious answer is the Tyranids, who is the least racist. Who do you think is the second least racist? I want to start this one because I might lock
Or-
it in from
I-
all of you guys.
I think
I think
the
the-
orcs,
I think
orcs and
the-
lizards
damn it!
evil can. I
God,
think
let me
orcs.
fucking finish.
I mean-
because I was literally about to say the
It's
orcs.
kind of obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
the
kind of
orcs.
They
The
just
orcs
want to
are
Oh,
fight.
green of you. We're green of you. They just want to
Yes.
fight. They don't care who. They love
Okay.
everyone if they fight. If they don't
Why do you
fight, they
think
don't
they
love you.
Why do you think they go into the warp without a Geller field? Because they want
about to say,
they
so-
want that smackdown.
Is it
they
Warren
want
has a
demons to
whole
come in and
planet
fight.
of orcs that he keeps on the side just because he thinks they're neat.
So yeah, can we just all agree the second least racist faction in the universe is the orcs?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, let's get the fucking video started.
Yes.
How far are we in?
25 minutes.
That is literally the
Oh, yeah.
length of the video.
Oh, boy.
Hello, I am Tom, and this is Don, and today we're talking about racism. In Warhammer 40K,
Is that a We Was Orcs in the background?
We was
Hey.
all-
That is a very
I love
proud
these
orc
guys.
pirate. He is very big and important, and every Navy Fleet Admiral has to deal with him directly.
I just saw like a fucking orc with like the Egyptian headdress on. It's like, is that a We Was Kang's orc shit that they got going on?
No, shut up.
We was orcs and shit.
Shit. Shit.
Shit.
So I feel like the energy of this
We're
video
going
compared
to
to
be the mayor and shit.
I feel like the energy with this video compared to literally every other fucking video we've ever had to respond to is way better. We are 7 seconds in and we're already having a good time.
is rampant in Warhammer 40k. In fact, it's one of the universe's best traits, going hand in hand with its imperial sci-fi setting and grim dark atmosphere.
And as one of the universe's most consistent features, the racism blends perfectly with the over-the-top imperial sci-fi chaos.
But out of all of the factions in the 40k universe, which is
That Horace Looper called
Okay,
Che Rivera fucking.
All right, let's quickly
Wait,
break
is
down
that
this
an edited
background.
picture of that white pharaoh that's in like that textbook that people use?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
no,
yeah, that's
that's what that
exactly the
is.
one. I was looking
That
at. That's
is
exactly the
okay.
one. That's exactly the fucking
We
image.
have a,
Oh, look,
we have an
they've got
Obama. We have an
They-
Obama emperor over to the right. Hope.
They've got
Yeah.
they've got Rosie the Riveter, but it's a sister of battle up in the top right, or just above.
Yeah,
the
we can do it.
fireplace.
Yeah. What's that orcs gets say? I can't read it. Much waste of material makes me happy. Makes so happy.
Yes.
I don't know that one.
Eldar joined the fight. I guess that's like World War II propaganda.
Probably. Most joining the fights are.
Oh, some of these are just outright art, because the like in the middle, just over to the right, that's that just looks like either a normal Space Marine or they think that might be Ferrus Manus.
Yeah, I feel like some of this is just art. Yeah, but
I like-
I'm sorry,
the notable ones we pointed out.
I'm sorry, the Che Guevara style Horace Looper called painting.
That's fucking too strong, dude. That's
Yeah, I know.
that is too.
I would wear
powerful.
that T-shirt.
Yeah. I
Unironically, yeah, I would. Fuck, is there a way to
I'd
get
wear
that?
I'd wear the Emperor like Hope one.
Same.
And then you wait in the street and have to fight.
Oh, there's also at the bottom right. There's just
I would
the
also
Emperor
wear
on
the
Vengeful
orc
Spirit.
we was Kang's shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I'm trying to figure out what that one is to the left. It's a Space Marines advertising.
Yeah, with like the tentacles on it.
Yeah.
Mhm. But anyway, yeah.
the most racist. Let's get
Wait,
into
who's
it.
holding the dog? The puppy?
Up first is the Tau, or the space communists of Warhammer 40k. The Tau's whole deal is they try and form like a collective, like a coalition of alien races, but with the Tau at the top. So they're almost using the other races as like cannon fodder, which is pretty racist. But
I did bring this up.
in comparison to
Yep.
everyone
Yep.
else on this list, the fact they even work with other aliens, even if it's just as like chattel, is probably the least racist.
No, fuck off.
I
hold
don't
on,
know. No,
that's
that's
actually-
He's not saying it.
more
He's
racist.
not saying. Well, hang on. He's also not saying it like objectively that they are the least racist, because he's just saying it as
But
an
the-
example. So don't
this
get lost
is-
into the sauce of it.
This is actually at the same time. That was the point that I was going to make towards least racist, because they're not like outright killing them. They are trying to like
Yeah. Like compared to like literal like almost non-sentient bugs and people who just want to fight and have no other goal in life. They're pretty low down in racism compared to sentient beings who have like a long-term goal of making things.
True.
Well, my racism is not allowing me to accept your logically well-founded correct arguments.
That is fair.
I hate you
Yeah.
because you're a Power Ranger.
Yeah, but
Listen,
that's
I'm just saying, if you're up front with wanting to kill me and exterminate my race, it's like fair play, but don't sterilize my entire
Yeah,
population.
be honest. Yeah, be honest
an
about
honest
your
racist.
fucking hate you.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
So this raises an interesting question: who's more racist, the outward racist or the silent racist?
Oh,
The
that's
silent.
So,
Silence.
so for an
Silent.
example for the audience, so we can get it in, the idea of the difference between an actual KKK member and then somebody who works as like a high positioning job that literally will not let people of different races like go up. Never says why, but he basically discriminates them, like destroying their futures.
Yeah.
I feel like being honest of why you're like discriminating against them almost is treating them with more respect
Yeah,
than not telling them at all.
Yeah, you are flat out to their face, just telling
Which would
them.
probably make a KKK
everything.
member like head explode because it implies they're being more respectful to black people. But
exactly.
Yeah,
that's kind of what it is.
I
happening
hate you
here.
for these reasons, and I will not apologize for hating you for these reasons. And you're like, you know what?
You know
Fair
what?
enough.
I like the
Fuck
cut of your
you,
jib.
I'm leaving. Yeah, but whereas whereas they're like, oh, no, I'm sorry, your performance just wasn't good
It's just
enough,
like,
even
you
though
know,
you
it's just
outperformed
like-
everyone
Yeah, like-
else.
Well, it's like, you know, it's
He's
like
making excuses to you and themselves is like you trying to cover something that you don't like. So it's
Yeah.
like, what exactly does that mean? It feels more internalized in that way.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think,
Like the KKK feels more pageantry than anything, which implies something.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I
by the
think
way, yeah,
like,
we're
whichever one
joined
is
by the way
wielding
with
the most
Lion
power.
from
Yeah.
the Knights of Round Sir Baller. Forgot to mention that.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
his
so
Knights of
icons
Baller,
there.
aka
Yeah, you can see me reacting to From on whatever the fuck his name's channel is.
Pendulum.
Yeah, Pendulum. That's it. That's the channel name. And
From.
Shout him out.
sometimes and sometimes on Knights of Baller if he ever gets around to fucking editing those videos.
Look,
Links-
Lion,
links
all right,
down
you
to-
started on it.
Links down to Baller and Pendulum's channel in the description of this video.
Yes, the fun videos are very fun. Also,
and now I gotta go.
if you
want to
watch the Danny Phantom video, subscribe to Pendulum's Patreon. It's free.
All right, I have it. It's free.
It's free.
It's great.
That's the serious joke that Asa has every time they talk to he talks to Will. And we said when like Will actually gets a Patreon, we're not going to mention it at all.
Yep.
It's like it's not a Patreon.
Also,
No,
for a slight plug, let us know in the comments. You know, half an hour in, let us know what you think of the stickers that we are now represented by instead of the usual Discord circles.
If Wyatt did
needs
as he
he needs
promised me,
validation for
mine
his
should
work.
be like 10 times bigger than everybody else's, and therefore obviously superior.
Yeah,
All
Slur,
the
do
stickers should be covering the
do me a
screen so you can't see anything.
Slur, do me a favor.
Yeah,
Post in the
just
comments
there-
the picture
there we
that you're
go.
talking about.
Just there we go. I just made you gigantic for a moment. There you go.
There you go. But you know who else is gigantic? How racist the Warhammer 40k universe is.
Yes.
The orcs or
Are they more or less racist than the orcs?
probably a little more racist than the orcs.
That's controversial. Look, I feel like we're gonna do a little bit of like a rearrange, a little shuffle.
All right, let's start at the bottom.
Yeah, let's start them at D.
Mm-hmm.
D tier.
See if things move around.
Yeah, because they work with other races. That's got to count for something.
Everyone was expecting that.
As long as you're like doing their bidding, they're cool with you. I am now.
I'd say they're
realizing that if they're
mid-range.
Yeah, I'd say
No.
that.
I would probably
The-
put them in
the
C. 'cause
blatant
D-
superiority of one race over another means they can never be high tier, they can never be low tier in terms of how racist they are. I'd say they're like in the middle.
Yeah, I'd probably put them in
I'd say the lowest they can go is like
C.
C. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but
Like
they,
any
even put-
lower, and that feels dishonest. If you
and they even put their own people in the caste system, and
Yeah.
mine can.
But the whole thing was like the reason they got so high and mighty is because the Theos literally have a pheromone that controls the population. So they like basically enslaved their own population to make themselves highly technology advanced in a shockingly fast amount of time.
So I don't
And they
wanna-
still get
Max,
this shit off
Max,
everyone
since
else
you've got
because
your
everything else is
laptop
insane.
open, could
I
you
don't want to.
actually...
I don't want to. I don't want to interrupt this train of thought. I just noticed that there is a blue hedgehog on the little table to the left.
Wait.
There is, yeah.
Max, on your laptop, could you see if you can find this the tier list that was generated and kind of like we'll have like our counter picks.
What you mean? Make a tier list? What are you asking for?
No, see if there's already one made, because tier list maker saves all the templates. So see if
Does it?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Let me look it up.
See if you can find that.
Tier
We'll have
list.
essentially our counter list in the background.
I'm curious how I'm going to look this up.
Just do
Tier
Warhammer
list
40K
Warhammer
faction
racism.
list.
I know
Just
that's
do,
what I'm
like-
trying to like. I'm trying to figure out.
some fake made it.
God damn it! Hey, look on my laptop on Google Chrome. It also switched it to Yahoo. Awesome.
They
Oh yeah, we're
own
finally
the
recording. So I can say
browser.
this.
Again,
It's
I
so
don't know why it-
stupid.
I
Why
don't know
do you
why it
use
does
an
it.
inferior product, Google?
But they own both products.
Who
Why
at
isn't
Yahoo-
the default the product you own?
What
Someone
what
at
one
someone-
employee at
someone-
Yahoo is paying enough money so that they can be even mentioned as a fucking search browser? Because who still uses it? Besides
People who
Macs.
don't-
mention
people-
it's like, it'll just
Google
force
Chrome.
you to
Whenever
use
you
it.
forget to fucking change it back, apparently. So let's
Again,
see.
you own the browser. Like you own the search engine and the browser. Why is it just randomly switched to Yahoo?
How am I going
It's
to
it's
do
it's,
this?
it's like going to an Apple store and they hand you an Android. Like, what are you doing?
So I typed in 40K racism and that didn't work.
Can't believe it.
Put
I love it if
40K
it just said
faction
yes.
tier list.
Let's see.
And
Warhammer 40,000. It'd probably just be 40K, right? 40K.
yeah, 40K faction tier list.
Faction.
And we'll just piggyback off of that one.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't do all of them because, like, as you see, they're not doing all of them either. All Warhammer
Yeah.
factions.
I mean,
It's
is
just a picture of
Voton
the
even
Echoes
on
now.
this?
Votons did not make it to this one. They mentioned
wait,
it in their
hold on.
sexist video.
Yeah, it's very new and basically has nothing.
Then-
I mean, most of my argument was we know basically nothing about the Voton.
Oh wait, no, is
Actually,
that
there's,
them
no,
right there?
there's a
They
bearded
have
dwarven
no
man.
right
That may be
there.
Voton.
Aren't they right next to the Necrons?
Oh, you know what? You know what? They were
Yeah.
talking about they were talking about the Inquisition. They didn't put in that list.
Okay.
Right. I would say Votan's pretty low, mostly because like they have one book out, so I was like,
Yeah.
we don't know much.
They
about
have
them.
no
Also-
lore, therefore they haven't had time to be racist. yet.
But also the little lore they have is like they trade stuff and collect stuff, and they actually talk to people. So it's like, well, they talk to people about shooting them in the face first. That's gotta count for something.
Yeah.
Also, I think some of the Votan are actually mercenaries, so like, yeah, they're willing to just work with people. I mean, most
Yeah.
of Votan is like we want to keep our giant AI machines alive because that's what our consciousnesses are. And if that dies, we all die.
And then the Imperium are just like AI, you say.
It's so funny because like the ancients, which like the Votans themselves, are like, we upload a consciousness so we can be reborn in our clone bodies because they're a clone race. But
Yeah.
by doing so, they're basically like slowing down the computer by putting a bunch of stuff in storage. So like, oh, it can't run as fast, so they're killing their own like computers. So it's like we're slowly dying because the computers aren't working because we keep uploading our consciousness to the computer. How do we fix this? It's like, maybe stop
if
doing it.
only
No.
there was a way out of this perpetual cycle of us fucking ourselves.
Yeah, I know how we do it. We steal technology to fix our computers.
I mean, that's why I love the Votan. Like, just
Just
their little
download
shitboards.
more RAM, idiot.
Honestly, like more lore comes out of Votan. I initially I didn't like him because I didn't quite like the look of them, and I found like the heavy vehicle just looks like a regular truck,
So
and I didn't like that. But
that
more
is-
stuff comes out. I'm like, I like the fact that they have like basically robots that are also just normal people to them, and the more they lean into dwarven stuff, I like, and the lore makes me more interested.
Yeah, your basic
like-
Votan units, like I'll
Also,
I'll
the fact that
totally
the shotguns
agree.
are six like revolvers.
Yeah,
And the like rangers all like have big coats on. It's one handing giant ass revolvers and shotguns. Like, okay, that's cool.
on the
Some of the stuff I don't
design-
like.
Go ahead.
But like some of the stuff I still don't like. I still don't like the like big like tank equivalent. I still don't like them all at all. But a lot of stuff I do like. It's not enough for me to
don't
buy into
like
the faction,
the,
but
I
Yeah,
don't
go on.
like the I don't like their basic like infantry design because outside of just like a pickaxe you can glue onto their backpack, there's nothing really that indicates that they're basically space dwarves. They look like they're just short dudes in bubble
yeah. That's what I was basically talking about. Like early Votan, it's like they just looks like short dudes in regular, like generic mining space armor, and the vehicles seem to be also generic space marine armor, not space marine armor, like space dwarf mining armor. So,
Yeah.
but as I said, the more they released and they leaned into the dwarven aspects with the runes and stuff, and also like the robot stuff, I got more interested in the faction. Not interested enough to buy anything because like
I
I don't have
a few
infinite money.
Votan. They're
Yeah, I'm
pretty
trying to
cool.
limit myself because if I bought everything I wanted, I would have no money. But like,
I was about to say, like, yeah, we had this conversation earlier.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
but
very
it's like,
bored.
okay, I see where you're going, and at least it's becoming like an actual faction. That's I
Finding this-
find like
finding this-
interesting and fits into the world. That's neat, I guess.
Finding this tier list is turning into be a major pain in the ass, but I
Alright.
found one that's not theirs that's probably the best for our purposes. If you even,
Perfect.
I don't even know what the purposes would
Yeah.
be.
I mean, literally, it does just look like you could like faction tier list and it's the same thing.
But yeah, but you
Yeah.
say that, but then like they either have all of the factions, like every single sub faction, or they have like none of them. So like it's, or they're in different languages. But yeah.
Beautiful.
So there you go. There's a faction tier list if we want to fuck around with that later. But like I said, it's not going to match up
Yes.
1-to-1 to theirs.
Of course.
Round.
Yeah, because they work with other races. That's got to count for something.
Everyone was expecting that.
As long as you're like doing their bidding, they're cool with you. I am now realizing that if they're doing your bidding, they're cool with you is kind of giving like American South vibes during slavery, which is pretty racist.
Yeah.
And maybe they weren't really that cool with you, but that's still probably a lot less racist than everyone else. For now, D. All right, who's next? Let's do fucking orcs. Why don't you explain orcs to people?
Orcs are basically murderous space fungus, but I think it also makes them one of the least racist 40k factions because they
Yeah.
actually have the capacity to like other races. Like I think orcs really like space marines because they're hard to kill and fun to
They
fight.
love
Yeah, they're
Space Marines.
tough. And they do like assign you a grade and
Yeah,
value
as I
based
said,
on how
like, if
orky you
they-
are.
Good at fighting, they like them.
Yeah,
Yeah. So-
yeah, we pretty much agree on this with them.
Yeah.
What was the
yeah,
what were
yeah.
their names for everybody?
Beakies
Orc
were Space Marines.
Faction names.
Well, their word
yeah.
for human is Yumi, and they use it
Yumi.
to describe anything that is like a pointless endeavor, like, you know, anything that humans do towards logistics or accounting or, you know, supply
dare them.
lines.
Critical thinking
Or any of
skills.
the things
yeah.
that make actual warfare work. They see that as like pointless busy work, and they don't understand why humans do it. So they call it Humi as a, like
Yep.
a derogative.
Space
Yeah.
Marines are beakies, humans are humies, Eldar are scrawnies, Drukhari are spikies, Tau are gun runts, Necrons are tinnies, Tyranids are bug eyes. Hello?
Who did
Thanks,
we lose?
Necrons.
Somebody?
Very
Somebody?
cool.
No.
Yeah.
Spike
And it-
bits.
And also the
Sparkies.
fact that Gaskell, the orc prophet, his greatest enemy is a human.
Umi.
Yeah, there's
And that
one
makes him
human
his
who
favorite
was
being when they
badass
do it.
enough. Yeah. Badass enough to tear off like a claw from an orc and wear it. And like he's
then-
still alive somehow. So it's like I respect that, man. That's Yumi.
And then
Good
Angron
enemies is
killed
hard to
him.
find. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's why Angron needs to get the biggest wog ass whipping that the universe has ever seen.
I love that repurposing of I don't even remember what the original is now. I've fucking seen the better version so many times. So to the Angron looking at Gazgul going, "You're really gonna die for a human?" And fucking Gazgul goes, "Someone is."
Yeah, and it shows Y.A.R.P's skull on like his necklace. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Someone is.
So do
Forgot
they
what the fucking reference was. It's actually a reference to something else.
It's the Game of Thrones thing. You're gonna die for some chickens? Someone is.
Oh, someone is. Okay, yeah, you're right. Pheasant.
measure by their own like criteria? Yes. But again, compared to everyone else, that's pretty progressive.
And I mean, it's also meritocracy. Like, it's based on the content of your character and your ability to fight. Like, they really like a human called Commissar Y.A.R.P. They really respect
There it
him
is.
and think of him as like
There
an
it is,
orc.
there
you
it
know?
Alright.
Orcs are big Martin Luther King fans.
Yeah, it's,
hold on, hold on,
Baby, the
hold
fuck.
on.
They really like a human
Hold on.
called Commissar Y.A.R.P. They really respect him. They think of him as like an orc, you know?
Orcs are big mutton.
Oh my
King man.
god.
That is a fucking magnificent image.
Somebody screenshot it.
Say that about
Did I-
no context. See how many people get
Did
at
I,
me.
did I pick a good video for you guys?
Did anyone
God, that's
screen
so
cap
Someone-
that?
someone's-
That's
I
one
got
screenshot.
it. I got it.
Middle. That salmon would be great.
I had a dream
I was gonna
that
say,
orc and man could live side by side.
show this to those people that think that orcs are black people, and they will
They'll
lose
lose their
their
mind.
fucking mind to this.
The funniest thing is like the two most prominent orcs on here are actually white. So because you get that one right there that was chasing Merry and Pippin into the forest, he's really dark. But then look to his like left, that's that. What can we have some mates? And he's like pale white.
Yeah, that's
And-
a yeah. When can we get sweet?
Why can't we have some meat?
What about
Yeah,
eggs?
he's a
They're
he's a very
fresh.
well.
What about the licks? They don't need
I
those.
don't need that.
Nix.
And then people are like, Jesus, these fucking orcs are ugly. And they're like, this is just like people who live in New Zealand. What are you talking about?
Yeah. He's a native, yeah.
Yeah, that's Taika Waititi. Why? How dare you?
No, it's
Those are Somalians. You can't say it like.
Taika Waititi just looks like Korg. Anyway,
Yeah.
King fans.
Yeah, it transcends skin color, for sure.
Which is ironic because they are obsessed with their skin color.
I think the orcs are the least racist, I would say.
Less
Yep.
racist than Tau.
I think so, for sure. I'm
Of
looking at it
course
this
they
way.
are.
I think that orcs, they have the capacity to respect and kind of like anything, whereas Tau are always going to be turning their non-existent noses up at stuff.
Yeah, you punch an orc in
Yeah.
the face, and he'll just be like, "I like you."
hell yeah, you're cool.
You punch a towel in the face, you're like, savages. Cut
No,
his
you
balls
punch-
off."
No,
Yeah,
you
see,
punch
the-
a
see the
towel in
towel-
the face,
the-
they
Damn,
die.
he punched my face vagina. You can't do
And I was
that.
going to say that you punch a towel, like I said, it's the silent racism. Like, you know what I mean? That manager, if like a black person punched that manager, that's when the N word comes out.
Yeah,
You
it's
Quayla.
more like it's like if you punch that manager, the manager
No.
goes to his supervisor and say like, "Yeah, we need to kill him." Like, fair enough.
You
And it's like, "Oh, he's gone now." What happened to Tim? We subsidize him.
Yeah, like the silent,
Is yawn.
the silent manager is like on a bridge somewhere in PUBG, and like he sees his buddy get shot, and he goes, "What a."
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I do that to French people. It doesn't make me racist.
What do you think? Leave it
Well,
with
the
D
French
for
aren't
now?
people, so.
Fine. There's
Yeah.
gonna be a reshuffle. There better be a reshuffle. All right, Sisters of Battle. We're now getting into the
Pretty
hero
fucking
mode.
racist.
So to start with,
Pretty
the
high.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Pretty fucking racist.
Yeah.
man is like founded on racism. It's like man above all. I feel like no matter how
As it
racist a
should
man
be.
is, if you find a female version of it, they are gonna be like thrice as racist. You know what I'm
This is true.
It's just that just because it's a woman.
True.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What about the statement was wrong, Wyatt?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the faction
Exactly.
I picked, and I just wasn't expecting the answer they gave.
Well, that wasn't their first answer, but they're building on it, and that was the second argument.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
I'm sorry. Where's the lie? Yeah, let my dog out there, though.
Yeah, when we get into something, they like really get into something. So.
Don't have the masculine stoic restraint of a man.
That's right.
They just
Yes.
they just go full hysterical, full hysterical.
That's it. Don't get him.
What are you saying? S tier? S tier?
I think that S tier racist.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah. S tier. Pretty fucking high.
Yeah.
As the God Emperor intended.
We'll wait for Max before we can before we get to the next faction. So yeah, good to know. For the most part, we've been kind of on point with orcs. Definitely. On
I mean, the
lower tier.
sororitas don't really have as much of like a, and obviously this depends on like which order of the sororitas, but overall, abhumans, they don't kind of trigger the sororitas. They don't activate their elements, quite the way they do with like very specific Space Marine legions or chapters, whatever, yay, or ordos of the Inquisition.
So wait, what are we
Yeah,
on?
I feel like with like Stratas, it's more they're so like religious favor, right? They're so religious that like if you like, it's more like, are you following the Emperor's Creed? If not, then we hate you. So it's like if you're like, yeah, you're in the boundaries according to the Ministratum.
I think it's the Order of Our Martyred Lady. They're the ones that just almost outright hate Space Marines.
And even then, that's like a specific like tiered sectarianism within their own race. That doesn't mean they hate every fucking other thing. It's just like a personal political gripe.
Well, yeah, and
politics
also
can be racist, but they're not intrinsically racist.
yeah, and to be fair, it's slightly justified because it was the Space Marines that's caused the fucking heresy.
Yeah, but it's a Space
Yeah,
Marines
I
to
mean,
solve the heresy, you stupid.
Which means
bitches.
it's a logistical qualm,
Yes.
not actually a race qualm.
That's a fair point.
For sure.
Especially because obviously the imperial racism is all bound up in kind of the dogmatism of the cult of the emperor.
Yeah, it's a
and
religious
they're
hatred.
like 100% cult of emperor, whereas Space Marines fuck around with warping as Vikings and stuff and have kind of other ancillary interests.
True.
The God Emperor's
Hey,
chosen
don't cut out
sons,
the wolf
and
boys.
The coolest of all the
We're not
factions
gonna
of
be
Warhammer.
Vikings,
How
we're gonna be
racist are
wolves.
they? Extremely. But I'm actually gonna say, despite the fact they're like humanity best, like kill the alien, suffer not the alien to live, all that shit, there is a spectrum within Space Marines. So Black Templars,
True.
S tier, Salamanders, like not as racist, which means
Unless you're Neldar.
Yeah,
Red
it's-
Scorpions also S tier. I'm just putting it out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
It's funny that you keep bringing up the most racist faction there, Wrestler.
Yeah, you save it on your
Yeah.
desktop.
Yeah.
You look at it every day. Like, I wish I was more like this.
Just show a picture of that Dexter's Lab thing, but it's like, I have failed you, and it's just Slurth looking at a picture of a red scorpion
Yeah.
Space Marine.
No, I was
I let
thinking
that
of
black
the,
man walk by without like yelling at him. So I failed you.
No, I'm thinking of the Wolverine on the bed holding the picture, and it's a picture of it's Slur's face. It's a picture of Slur's face.
Mayo, even though you're not looking at the...
It's my
this is
face,
just a
and I'm rubbing the
podcast.
picture of fucking Huron Blackheart because I know the Red Scorpions, despite the fact that they were actually correct, were also racist.
I appreciate that caveat, Slur. Good save, brother.
because it's a great radiant.
Well,
I'm
then
gonna
also you just have the Iron Hands that's like just hate everything that isn't them.
Yeah, but I feel like that would fall.
But they
into the-
don't though. Like if a black guy like roided himself up on robotics, they would accept him without a qualm.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. The trouble with like Space Marines is like, are they racist? Like, there's so many variants of Space Marines because they're meant to be the poster
It's-
child that could be literally anything. Like, yeah, you can find ones that are basically like non-racist almost whatsoever, and then you find the uber racists.
It's
So
why...
it's, like, it's very mixed.
It's why
There
I get
is
really,
no guarantee that the Red Scorpions do not see black skin as an actual mutation. That's why I keep bringing them up.
That's why, like, the people who haven't, like, the fucking tourists that get mad when they see a black guy on a Warhammer cover. It's like, oh, he's an Ultramarine. Why is he black? And it's like, you fucking
Because he is.
moron.
Yeah, because
500
Ultramar is
500
fucking massive and
worlds.
has a ton of planets.
I mean, like, I recently watched a video on this, but like Hive World, like a Hive City, like Hive City might have billions of people, and a Hive World is like roughly about 500 billion people on there, and there's like a million worlds, and a good chunk of them is like Hive Cities. Like, at some point, a black man is going to be an Ultramar. Like, come on,
Yeah.
guys.
What? No, we wouldn't have.
We're
black
dealing with
people in
trillions
Ultramar.
upon trillions of people in the
No.
universe. Some of them are black, at least.
Well,
What?
aren't the
But don't
Celestial
you understand
Lions
that
black?
the woke mind virus is when black people exist?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
take into consideration.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How dare
I'll,
this...
I'll go.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
woke
dare
me.
the space marine be
I'll go
black.
pray to I'll go pray to go to Hyperboy and forgive my sins.
Again, yeah, but black people are in it. Checkmate, libtard. It's like, what the fuck? How did we get here?
Wait, who joined?
That is Mayo, because
You editor.
Mayo, you like 40K, right?
I have a passing interest.
Who do you think is the most racist faction in 40K?
Also, I need a PNG of the Natank jar.
Sure. I'd probably actually say the Imperium.
Okay, try to be more specific than that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Hey, Y.A.R.P 2.0, narrow it down, pad.
All right, well, here's the thing. Wyatt doesn't have the excuse because he knows 40K. Mayo's more of a passing fancy.
Well, also you can talk about, because when you're talking about the sub armies, like the Imperium is the faction. We're getting into the semantics here.
Yeah, but I always go by like how does like Wayne Works Up divided, which is insane because they basically take Space Marines and make its own thing. But like that's how they divide it because they want
a smart man.
No, he
Yeah.
isn't. But that's how they divide it. So I'm going with that.
I mean, I'd rather do that than the fucking what they do with Age of Sigmar, which is just order, and then it's just all like the elves, the fucking Stormcast Eternal.
Well,
like,
here's
it's,
the
like,
thing.
everything's
When I
too
see like
not
40K,
organized
that's what I
enough.
see. They're trying to do the thing where like there's 4 different factions, but because you didn't like make it from the ground up from that, it's like well we don't have 4 like distinct groups. Make Space Marines because they're varied enough. It's like okay, fuck it. I'm sorry saying my thing is weird because then it's like here's a bunch of snake ladies who love to murder people. Oh, they're like chaos? No, they're in order.
Yeah.
Why?
They just represent. Yeah, they just represent Cain.
Yeah. Wait, Cain, wasn't he like in the old world like basically the evil elven god that like wanted to murder people? Yeah, but he's good. He's
He
good
wasn't
now because
evil. He was just bad. Chaos is evil.
yeah.
He's
He
also
wanted to
just,
murder people for good. Chaos wants to murder people for evil.
and Cain's just
And then
bad
when you
because he
get Chaos, it's
can't
like, oh,
stand-
look who comes crawling back to Cain now that they have a bunch of Chaos gods they want to murder.
Oh,
There's also
good
like the
for
Fist
you.
elves that like they're pretty good. They sometimes come up and raid like coastal cities and take slaves that are humans, but they're all right. I was like, really?
Also, I love the idea of like
I
coming
mean, to be fair,
crawling back
humans
to.
also do that.
I love the idea of crawling back to Cain.
Yeah, but
and
like
it's
why they're working together? It's like chaos sucks and death sucks.
And as they come crawling back to Cain, they're like, "Fine, here's an avatar," and then the avatar dies in 2 seconds.
Yeah. There's a
Well,
funny
yeah,
little
some
episode
Chaos
on, like,
guy
stuff-
needed to make a
stuff-
point, so the fucking Cain avatar didn't stand a chance.
Avatar of Cain, the
Yeah.
biggest jobber of the Eldar faction.
I mean, to be fair, it has only happened a couple of times. It's just that those couple of times are like the
The only
most
times?
significant lore moments that exist for the Avatar, and it's also pivotal moments for the entire Horus Heresy.
I think
So-
one of the only times we see an
Yes,
Avatar
so
of Cain
significant.
taken... I think the only
Yeah.
time we see an Avatar of Cain actually take a dub is during the Caiaphas Cain books, where it literally dropped onto a Slanesh demon. Like,
Yeah, but
Which,
didn't it also die?
In fairness, that is a battle it absolutely 100% always should win.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, Caiaphas Cain was there, so if it helped him, it would have happened because the way the man works.
Yeah, the
The
absolute-
motherfucker
the
had a
absolute-
guy who had like a lady who fell into a hole, which helped him not get killed by Necrons. Like
Yeah,
that man is like I surround myself with people who help me survive. It's like he's got an aura of I'm not gonna die.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's max luck stat.
Yeah, he is. It's so
he's
funny reading the books because he, like throughout his mind, he's just like, I'm doing this because I don't want to fucking die, so I'm taking the easy job. Oh, the easy job is actually way harder, and it reveals another fucking faction on this planet.
Well, yeah,
Shit.
that's also partly why I absolutely love the man, where it's like I'm a coward and worthless, and then his fucking not his like unofficial wife who's like editing his fucking memoirs and going, Kane is a fucking retard. I once saw this man rip a chaos demon in half and have sex with its corpse. Very hot.
What actually the funny thing is the way she writes it is like, yeah, Kane acts like he's not that good, but he actually is. I was with him. He's very self-deprecating. When
Yeah,
he
very self-deprecating.
because
Anyways,
every time it's like, I said this only to get my own ass out of there. I didn't say it to be inspiring. They just took it that way. Well, he said something actually inspiring and made sense.
Yeah.
But
Also, what I love about that book is it points out that like Kane says like, yeah, commissars who just shoot people for no reason tend to get shot in the back 5 times, and people go like, it was probably a fucking Tyranid.
Yeah,
I mean, true.
Yeah,
True.
Tyranid pick up a las gun and shot him 5 times. Like, yep.
Well, the
like-
Valhallan is like has like really high morale too, and they have to like,
Yeah.
don't they have like a
But-
daycare
yeah.
as well because everyone keeps getting pregnant?
Yeah, because the one of the few mixed like gender residents out there, so it's like, yeah, they keep like getting together because of course they would.
I mean,
So
it
having
saves them
said that-
recruiting costs.
So having said
Oh,
that, Mayo, who do you think is the least racist out of all the factions?
I actually think it's chaos. Because as long as you
Interesting.
subscribe to them, then they're okay with you as long as you fight with them.
So you're saying Chaos Undivided?
Yes.
You're
Okay,
asking me a
'cause-
specific question.
that's-
Remember, he doesn't know the inside baseball of it, dude. So yeah, I feel like his
No,
answer's
still,
fine.
I'd say
Yeah, he's
that's
saying
fair.
chaos in general. That is chaos undivided. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like Black Legion for 40k stuff like that. Yeah, which is fair. If you're like, I
Yeah, I
just hate
guess.
everyone, they're like, yeah, you join. They don't care
Yeah,
what
you're
you.
cool. You're
Because
cool,
like
get in.
because like the
wanna
specific
k-
factions of the specific gods, they hate like each other. Like of the specific gods.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, but
like
Black
basically,
Legion
like,
and
like
any kind of
font
chaos
entities. that's-
undivided, you're gonna get them in there. They're gonna work together. Like it will.
True.
Be.
Yeah.
True,
Also, it's
yeah.
like
Because the
our
only way an
Vikings from,
undivided
like,
legion
Magic Space.
exists is
Raiden.
under a war leader who has the authority.
Well, it's because like I've been meaning to list
Yeah.
this off. Like of the remaining legions, it's Alpha Legion, Iron Warriors, and oh fuck's sake,
Why not?
Batman, like
Night Lords?
Night Lords. Thank you.
Night
Night
Lords.
Lords.
Yeah, they're
Would you say
they're
the tower racist? Because they have like that subspecies that fight for them.
they're quiet racism is what we've apparently decided.
Yes.
Yeah, they're the quiet racism that do commit genocide, just in a different way.
Yeah.
They're
They're,
just a
they're
little bit
racist to
racist.
have like a veneer of like, we love every race. Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're wearing a mask of like, we're not racist, but they are.
But they're totally racist. Whereas orcs also are very not racist because they kind of just dig everybody as long as you're good at fighting. Oh, hello.
They are not ST.
Yeah,
Hi.
I don't know why like
Yeah.
everybody else has access to the play button.
Yeah, Space Marines
I
have to
mean,
be
if you're going to
A-tier.
think that way, I suppose the Tyranids are going to be the
Uh,
least racist because they're going to consume everything.
Oh shit, Mayo, you're not in the watch party, are you?
No, I'm not.
Scroll up in the chat a little bit. There's the watch together.
Oh,
Yeah,
Pull
just
that up.
pass
We
the
are
pictures.
watching. We are watching a pretty funny video that I feel like we're all enjoying.
And we've already recorded an
He
hour.
says, threatening us if we disagree.
If you disagree,
Oh,
I
am I
will kill
going?
you. You're gonna find
I
out.
don't
that
know.
I'm
It's,
actually-
it's,
I'm actually
Well-
SSS tier.
well, I don't know. It's not cringe. It's
Oh,
I
you know,
am
it's
SS
not-
tier.
It's not a cringe enough video though. We need to have him make
need to
some
be-
really stupid point.
Yeah, I was about to say we need to be
Do we-
upset and angry and want to kill ourselves after this video.
Yes,
So, yeah,
yes.
No,
we
the
wanna
only thing
point
I've
to
been
someone in chat and said, I will murder you in real life.
no, the only
No,
problem
in real life.
the only problem I'm not even an actual problem. The only thing I've been mainly keeping an eye on is just how long we've been just letting the video play at a given time because I don't like that idea of like, oh,
We've
let
been
like
doing
5
this
minutes
for
of
over
play.
an hour. We're only 4 minutes in. I think we're cool.
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, you're doing
We're
better than
definitely-
the
We're
general,
definitely
like,
not
EFAP
Venom's
episode.
Frogan or fucking Casey Tron.
Yeah,
May
I know.
We
they
didn't leave the
get-
room and go eat
May-
chicken nuggets.
No, that's fair. The
May-
React
may
Wars
they
have
lose everything.
the React Wars have definitely caused me to have a bit more of a sensitive ear towards it because I'm just like,
Yeah.
What are you doing,
Wait.
Space Marines?
That's fucked up, dude.
It is fucked up.
Someone should make a series where, like, that's not the case. That's gonna be controversial, you know? People are gonna be so mad about this one. What the fuck do you mean? Tyranids. Okay, this one's tricky, right? Are they technically racist? So Tyranids are a swarm. They're a hive mind of aliens whose only...
Minions.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Seeing
no,
that,
no,
I
no,
want
you have
I
me
want
now.
someone to like 3D print a bunch of minions and say like these are my
I brought my hive fleet of Gorgungandr.
Oh God! Yeah, going under
This is
these
high
minions.
flip through.
You know, I'm gonna.
No. I want Tyranids, but they're painted like minions, and someone's like used like green stuff to put like goggles on them.
Oh no, I'm not even thinking that. I'm just straight up thinking 3D printing minis of minions and saying it's a Tyranid army.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I find it more funny that they're more like they're actually just Tyranids, but dressed like minions. Like you give them like the overalls and everything.
Oh, you second you keep bashing them and making them fucking like putting
Yeah,
them in
keep
minion
bashing them
outfits.
so like they have
God,
goggles
that's
and like
so
the,
much
like,
green stuff you'd have to buy for that.
It is, but
It
it'd
would be
it's
so
totally
worth it.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, yeah, let's break down the Tyranids.
desire is to
My
like,
least favorite
consume
faction.
biomass. So they send their shit across the stars, then the fleet of aliens sniffs it out and they fucking eat everything. So is that racist? Like equal opportunity?
Yeah, equal opportunity murder.
Do they even have the sentience for racism?
Yeah, I don't. How do the Nord Queens work? Do they have any kind of higher intelligence, resentment for life,
Well,
or is it
see-
all just about
No,
consuming?
the hive
Yeah,
mind has
that's
felt
okay,
anger
isn't it?
before.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, I expect the hive mind like feels anger, but like ultimately they're like that's just thing to eat.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
it's,
when
it's not
my
it's not
food-
like oh those fucking clankers. like, I can't eat that.
Whoa, dude, don't drop. Hang on, dude. We've been saying a lot of nasty things, but don't drop the C word like that, okay?
I'm
So,
not on my
who's the,
podcast.
Right.
But
Right.
who's the chief librarian of the Ultramarines?
I can't remember
fuck.
his name, but I think I know
Who
what you're
knows? There's
talking
50
about,
billion
where he
names
was-
in the universe.
Where he was
It's
like
like-
fighting back the hive mind. and the
Yeah,
hive
during
mind
the-
was
Tigurius, yeah.
hive mind.
During the first Tyranid War, yeah, he peeked into the hive mind, and yeah, it doesn't feel like hatred or that kind of stuff. It just views you as just outright food. That you feel a nebulous hunger towards all things.
Tigurius.
I just imagine it's kind of like you eating a sandwich and the sandwich moves, and you're like, "That's annoying. Why
That's
is my food
annoying.
moving?"
or no, it's like, oh yeah, the hive mind got mad. Yeah, I get mad when my fucking pizza rolls fucking burn the roof of my mouth, but I'm still gonna eat them.
Yeah.
It's like like that's gonna sting for
I
a
like
while.
the
That's
idea
annoying.
of somebody eating a sandwich, it moves, and they're like, "Oh no!" Continues to take a bite.
Continues to eat it. So yeah, like the hive mind has gotten angry, but it's like, I don't think there's like actually any malicious intent. It's just no. Oh, okay, so this food is fighting back. Okay, let me send something better to fight the food.
Why are you fighting me, food? I need to eat you.
I need to eat you. Like I'm running from something way worse. I need all the biomass I can get.
Question. Is racism just... You're not even hearing me out.
I love the fact that like kind of like us, they're discussing is like we have to discuss the meaning of racism.
Well, they did that with their sexist video, which is like I said, I watched that one, even though that one comes out after this. Yeah.
I got to my destination.
All right.
It might be a very rational destination, or it might get cut. Does racism have to be just like the definition emotionally driven? Could you be like an automation that just like, do you know what I mean?
The philosophical problem with this is like, you could say, well, it's not because it's emotional, it's because it's rational.
That's not like a rational. Like,
It's not racism if you're right.
Yeah.
Corn base confirmed.
No, that's why. No, that's why I love this meme. It's a guardsman. It's like racism is an irrational fear of something different. Points to a fucking hype tyrant. That is not irrational.
Let me tell you about the tyrants.
You have to eat everything.
I'm saying automated. Okay, let's say you've got ants. These ants will eat anything.
Yeah, unless
I love that. I love that movie. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah,
No, I
it's a
love.
fun movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Ants. It's the better Bugs Life movie.
It's the more mature one.
Yeah,
It is not better than A Bug's Life. It is entertaining, though. It is very fucking strange.
I love how
Fucking, we're gonna-
Slur had to shoot that down immediately.
Okay, so we got to do.
Yeah,
so now
no,
we're confirmed. we
Let's
confirmed that
just
we have to do.
put that one down.
We have to do a fucking. We have to do a.
A comparative
Bugs
list.
Life.
What, Bugs Life
double-
versus
a double-
Ants? Yeah.
a double feature of Bugs Life and Ants, and then I want the thumbnail to be brown or bronze Tyranids versus like the multicolored so like they're color coded as the ants from both movies, but like they're both Tyranid factions.
That's not an ant. They're not thinking about it. They don't have an emotional attachment to eating stuff that's not ants, but they are still putting ants above all else. Do you see what I'm saying?
So this is just a question.
But they're not putting them above
consciousness,
them, though.
Basically.
Yeah.
So
No,
the
they're not.
tornado that obliterates like a community of one race
Of
versus
just
another
black people. Of just New Orleans.
is not a racist tornado. It's just unfortunate.
Exactly. It's not a right, but it did just target black people.
Yeah.
Now imagine the tornado like targets everything that's not tornado.
Yeah.
What if it puts this life of tornado above all? Is the tornado racist?
No,
Because it's like,
it's a
but it
tornado.
doesn't think.
No.
Yeah, it's an act of God.
I mean, most
Like,
species do that. With like the
Racism is intense. Like if like Tyranids aren't like they're eating all biological life because it's biological life. It's food. It's like you're not racist. Like you're not racist against cows because you like to eat burgers.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that saying of I don't care about the thoughts of feelings.
Speak
of
for
my
yourself,
food."
libtard.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I mean, it's like this fungus and stuff out there that's basically like
Until
the only thing they do is like try to spread as much as possible and kill anything along the way. It's like,
I'll be right
are they
back.
racist? No, it's a fungus. It just does what it does.
I guess I'll hit the play button this time.
The problem is Norn Queens do think they're conscious. You could say, okay, the Termagant isn't racist, but it doesn't matter because he's just a puppet of the Norn Queen. So what does the Norn? How does the Norn Queen feel about this? You have to think of the Norn Queen as a conscious thing that you can grant isn't eating or killing everything because it hates them, but because it.
Well,
is just...
that's okay. So does racism have to be racism if it's got the hatred element, or can it be racism
Yes.
just because it's putting something above something else?
No.
So that's a very interesting
No,
question,
'cause
though.
the other one is
Is-
discrimination. It's not necessarily racism, I think.
Say it again,
I mean,
man.
we
You're
all-
really quiet.
So I think the other one is discrimination, not necessarily racism. I think racism has to have the hate factor.
Well, the racism needs to be like
Yeah, 'cause, like,
racially
honestly-
based.
Honestly, though, like, yeah, I feel like hatred does come in the racism, and
Well,
like,
yeah, true.
I don't know.
Because
Well, Slur, what do you
you're
think?
discriminating.
I feel like if you're gonna try and make a meaningful distinction between discrimination and racism, as soon as that discrimination is done along racial lines, you're kind of making a moot point.
fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But like my thing is it more based on the hatred of it rather than the discrimination of it.
I'm with Slur on that one.
But that didn't answer my question. Is it more? Is it does the hatred make it more racist or not?
It probably
Because-
would because like there is that inherently negative opinion simply based on maybe not like at least in our real world in the real world arbitrary characteristics. Obviously in 40K they're obviously not arbitrary, but like on just like certainly on like what you are and what your heritage is as opposed to who you are. So yeah, I would say like the hatred element does make it worse, which is why Tyranids don't really hate you unless like you fight back.
Well,
But it's like
this might help. Like hatred is what will then cause the action, as opposed to like if discrimination, you could just sit there and just be like, it's not my thing. But like the hatred is what would make you go out and actually start hurting people.
Yeah, but then the Tyranids fall into this weird category where they're not doing it out of hatred; they're doing it out of necessity.
Yeah, that's why we put them at the bottom.
Am I cutting out?
No?
no.
No.
No. Okay. Just every time I talk, it takes like a second for you guys like to pop through, and I'm wondering if there's something wrong with my Discord. Which
There might be
Probably.
a bit of a
You might need to
delay,
give it.
but
You might need to
you're
give
not
it a
fucking
reset.
I already did.
Ah,
That's the
Well,
problem.
do it
prob-
again.
well, then it's just Discord being Discord then.
I mean, there's a thunderstorm in my area, so that might be fucking shit up
It
too.
might be Discord because I said like Tigurius like 5 times before Max said it. So did you hear me?
No,
Like
I did
genuine
not.
question.
But I was.
Okay.
You were also very quiet earlier before I told you to sit up to the mic.
Okay.
But anyway, let's see what they say.
Like my ant example.
And I think a lot of people would say you can be racist just for putting one thing above the other. Like to think that you go above them for any reason as another
Right.
sentient thing is racist. And hatred doesn't have to be a component. So yeah, in a way, Tyranids, they don't ever make friends with anybody. They just kill and eat everybody. And there is a sentient thinking Norn Queen commanding them to do that. So
That's pretty racist.
it's
Dude, that's pretty racist. But curveball.
I mean,
Gene
I
Stealer
guess.
cults. So gene stealer cults from Tyranids are basically they send one of their little aliens called a gene stealer to a planet, and it takes a host or subverts it starts like a little cult through like genetically.
ooh, and then they start breathing.
All right, hold on.
They start
Pause.
breeding.
I know where they're going with this. Do you get the N-word pass if you're sucking on black schlong? Do snow bunnies get the pass? Yes or no?
I think it's up to like the guy fucking.
Mayo, I think you need to clip that.
that is a clippable moment there. But
Do snow bunnies get a pass?
I
So
don't think
you-
that's the direction
so you're
they were
about an
going
hour
in,
in.
but sure.
You're about an hour
We're
in,
talking about
yes?
gene stealers, right? So, is it racism
Yes.
if they're
Hour
actively
15.
integrating themselves with the gene pools of other races? They're going to argue that maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but they're integrating themselves with the gene pools of other races for purely superficial, self-serving reasons that still put those other races below them. Snow bunnies.
Yeah.
Do they get a pass?
No, they do not.
Well, then there you go. They're still racist.
But
Very
it's
well.
say more implies that like black people who sleep with white women are racist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking,
I
how
was-
did
I
you
was
know
about
that
to
I'm a Nick
say-
Cannon fan?
Oh God.
Nick Cannon, don't you have multiple mixed race children? Yes.
Yeah.
Really that racist? Would you fuck what you hate so much? You know?
Would you?
But it's also extra steps to kill and eat them.
Well, it's like turning them into you.
Hmm.
So what happens is the gene stealer comes, it like genetically infects someone, and they start like a cult around Tyranids, and they start breeding with the Tyranids, and they become more and more like Tyranid over generations. So the starting person might have like an extra limb or 3 eyes, but by the time you get to like the 4th generation, it's just fucking like purebred gene stealers. Is that racist?
Yeah, but it's ultimately the only one that's sentient in this. So those are sentient.
Remember
humans
what
being
Jake
taken for
brought
a
up
ride by the
earlier?
Norn Queen, who's ultimately
Where the
is my phone-
sterilization or genetic modification of an ethnic group's ability to breed and self-propagate does fall under the Geneva Convention definitions of genocide.
That
They're
is true.
racist.
Well, but then so does eating them.
Genocide actually it's the intent behind it. Like, so if you are exterminating, like, or sterilizing, or or like, you can also do cultural genocide by like taking the children away from like the group and like
Yeah, the
assimilating them into your
Canadian
culture.
schools where they put all those kids,
Yeah.
that was technically under those conventions and kind of like international politics definitions. It was a genocide of sorts. It was eradicating a culture.
Like, if you just go in willy-nilly and start like destroying a city and murdering people for no reason other than a murder, that's not genocide. Yeah, you would
That
have
is
to be specific.
It is
No,
genocide.
No,
genocide has to have a racial or ethnic or
Yeah.
religious.
you specifically need
motivation.
your conflict to be against an ethnic group or a specific cultural group. If for example,
But then by that
Russia
definition,
annexing Crimea is not a genocide, it is a territorial takeover. They're not actually trying to eradicate the Ukrainian people, except for the fact that they're at war with them, and if the war continues, the Ukrainians will eventually run out of people. But it's incidental. They're not committing genocide. The crime is annexation, territorial expansion, violation of international treaties, etc., etc., etc.
But by
It's
that
all
definition,
about like fucking definition.
but by that definition, you're saying that then the gene slayers wouldn't be genociding, right?
But they would be, because they're taking a rival race and actually intentionally corrupting their ability to self-propagate through offspring. They are making it so that this race of people will not produce offspring that are their own people, but instead are more aligned to our people. And over successive generations, their own people will no longer exist. That is a
Yeah.
policy of genocide.
Hmm.
Yep.
But then the whole point of the genocide is just to throw them into the soup.
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
Yep.
I was gonna say the motivation is in this case irrelevant.
Okay.
Like the soup happens after the genocide is already done, so it kind of doesn't
Exactly.
factor.
All right, fair enough. I'll hit the button.
To eat everyone. So it's just kind of it's racism with extra steps, Tom.
Well, we do have a real world example we can fall back on to prosecute this properly.
Uh-oh.
The Spanish.
Yep.
Yeah,
Here we go, boys.
America as a concept. How did it get the name Latin? You do the math.
And why do they speak Spanish?
Why do they speak Spanish? The Spanish went over there and they were like, dude, we could like make these people Spanish. Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like mega racist. You're like, we're gonna breed out the thing that we don't like and make it the thing we do like. Whereas the like English in North America was more like, oh, we're gonna like wipe them out and not breed with them because like, ooh, yucky. What's more racist? Like, what's more racist? You know what
Okay,
I'm
this
saying?
is like a
That's where
ham-fisted
GCL calls
version of
muddies the waters
everything I
here.
just said.
Yeah,
A
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's basically right.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a good chunk of that was because, like, you know, South America had like society that made sense. So like, yeah, we can take this over. While North America was like, these are like tribes. You don't give a shit if we kill the leader. We can't do anything except kill them all. So, but like ultimately, it's like, yeah, it's what it's basically like what he said.
I think
The Tyranids do
willing.
The Tyranids do both. That's pretty fucking S tier. Or would you say it's A tier because it's missing the hatred component?
Yeah, it can still be racist, but it's missing the sauce. You know what I mean?
Yes. Missing that delicious sauce.
Battle, they have hatred and logic
Right.
in their perspective, and
Right.
Tyranids is just
Clarify
logic.
the second half of that sentence.
They have to survive.
That's not what I meant. Dude, I mean like, it's life and death. Although in Warhammer it is, so fuck. Moving on. Demons.
Okay, hear me out. So demons
Hey,
in 40K
my
are
boys.
the manifestations of intense emotions by sentient beings in
The
real
faction is
space.
hanging on
And
by a
the
thread.
intense
People
emotions
really
is to
really
eradicate
mad,
everything.
Sex
Racism.
desires.
Yeah.
Are demon
I
hunters
mean, they're
racist?
basically thought forms that like that don't like the real world and want to make it all demonists, so they must be
And
racist.
Mayo, to answer your question, the Inquisition's not part of this apparently.
Oh, okay.
Which they would be very racist.
Desires,
Oh, yeah.
excessive violence,
Yeah.
and that creates demons in the nether alternate dimension called the warp.
The
So
nether.
what I'm driving at is, demons would be D because they're actually a multicultural society.
Well, also, like, I don't give a fuck what you are. They want to
Hold on.
Possession won't necessarily kill you.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're also like
Multicultural
soup.
societies
That's what I'm
can be
saying. They
racist.
are the mixing pot.
They're the mixing pot.
the
of
cultural
Warhammer
mixing
40K.
pot of 40K, so they have to
Yeah, a
be.
cultural
I like how
mixing pot where
yours-
everybody kills each other. It's like
Yeah.
London.
Yeah, yeah.
All the chaos gods hate each other, and their factions hate the other. I mean, they'll work together.
I mean, like Nurgle demons are like, join us and Papa Nurgle will make you equal in his fucking disgusting garden of filth.
So that was.
I mean,
So that's the hardcore disagree so far, is that making demons not racist.
They
mean,
are they're racist towards each other, and then they're hyper racist against the like
And this,
material
okay,
beings.
if you want to look into the lore, it kind of like divides on whether or not you treat demon kind as one thing, as part of the tumultuous fucking thought and feeling storm that is the natural current of the
Yeah,
world.
yeah. Are they even like things, or are they just like manifestation
Yeah.
of thoughts? Just so happen
Demons,
to have
like
opinions.
individually, are not actually fucking. They're not people, right? They're like They're all demons are offshoots of their patron god, and their patron god is just a warp storm of the collective fucking consciousness of the galaxy over the course of trillions of years. So, can something be unthinkingly racist?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't think it
Because that kind of
can.
depends. Like that's the core question for demons. Because
Mhm.
demons don't really have something equivalent to human thought. Like individual demon entities will scheme and plan, and they'll have their own shit going on, but they're never really divided or separate from like their host god. You fucking prime example, Scarbrand, the bloodthirstiest bloodthirster that ever bloodthirsted, would eventually beat all other bloodthirsters and challenged Khorne. That doesn't make him divided from Khorne. It just makes him even more corny.
What about
Yeah.
Be'lakor and oh, why can I not remember the guy who basically should be leading the Dark Mechanicum?
Vashtor.
Bashtor,
Yeah,
yeah.
Vashtor. That one gets weirder because Vashtor is like he's basically just the undivided mass will meets human intent. He's the same thing that Be'lakor was of an ancient age for the new age. And Be'lakor is a demon prince, a mortal risen up to demonic ranks because he embodies the collective will of chaos undivided. And that's it. He is the first demon prince. He is the mass will of the malevolent forces within the warp personified.
I thought
He has no real will of his own anymore. He has like the person who would go on to become Be'lakor. There's nothing of that guy left.
But I thought this might be a retcon because what you said was entirely different from what I know. Because I thought he was the first greater demon of like all of the gods.
The that would make no sense. A greater demon is just a bigger demon.
Mhm.
It's a human classification. The the realms of chaos don't really draw like linear distinctions, whereas a demon prince is a very specific thing. It's a mortal that becomes demon, that becomes a demonic entity through being imbued with chaos to the point where like, and the way that this happens, if you are a chaos guy, right? You're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm Black Legion. Hell yeah, chaos. I'm really good at killing. Holy shit. I'm really good at killing. And because of this, the chaos gods, they honor me. I gain more glory, and then I'm a chaos lord. I get like tentacles instead of arms. And like I've got no lips anymore, and my teeth all individually exude drugs because I like fucked a Slanesh demon that one time. And I just gain more and more and more chaos favor until eventually I won some massive battle, and the chaos gods reward me with my own demon world, and my soul just gets fucking flooded, just absolutely overwhelmed with warp energy. And either you become a chaos demon, or you become a spawn, just a writhing mass of mutated bullshit that will amount to nothing, and it's a fucking coin flip which one it will be.
Okay,
That's chaos.
I see where the discrepancy came from. So I did a little bit of digging. So this recent like view and where it was coming from, it turns out it came from an Adeptus Ridiculous episode, talking about greater demons.
Oh well, then yeah, you have
There
to
you go.
like take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where that started. Okay.
And it's something
Yeah.
that like I like Adeptus Ridiculous. I like the
Love
guys and like what like everything
Yeah,
they do.
but they're
It's just,
not perfect. They do get
what they-
things
they're definitely
wrong.
it's not just that they're not perfect, it's also that even when they're doing a good job, their good job also is to simplify things and to
Right.
streamline information. So they leave detail out and they kind of like shortcut a lot of stuff. Which is their job. Like that's the intent,
Right.
you know? So Yeah, no. Demon Prince, Belcor is the first Demon Prince, the first mortal risen to demonkind. Very, very different from a greater demon, which is just a big ass demon.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kugath, one of the main greater demons of Nurgle, was originally a Nurgling. Like a
Yeah.
single Nurgling.
Yeah, he fell
Like,
into the pot.
There's not really a linear
Yeah.
fucking thing for these guys.
And now he's super depressed. Yeah.
And then
yeah, and now he's like Depresso Espresso Alchemisto.
my favorite
Yeah.
greater demon will still always be Kairos, though. Like, fucking Zinch was like, I gotta look at this, like, stream of, like, time bullshit.
There's a well of infinite knowledge that sees the past and the future, but it looks fucky and I don't want to do it myself. Let me grab one of my birds and I'll throw that in instead.
And now one head sees the future, or the other sees the past.
Vashtor's still the coolest greater demon.
I want him to be the representative for the Dark
Vastor Smith,
Mechanicum.
Vastor have hammer.
And I want Vastor to be the fifth Chaos God.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I-
he's ever gonna get that far.
If we were to turn
Here's
any
the
of
thing.
them
If
into a
Here's the
Chaos
thing.
God, still-
if Slanesh can be fucking just birthed out of nothing, fucking Vastor can ascend.
if
no,
that's-
I would
Slaanesh
accept
wasn't
him
birthed out of
becoming the fifth
nothing.
Chaos
Slaanesh
God
was
if we
birthed
get
out of, like the
Dark
collective
Mechanicum.
consciousness of like trillions of people.
Yeah,
He was
so
the exact
Vastor-
opposite of nothing. And here's the thing, right?
Well, here's
what
the thing.
planet
No,
can birth a chaos engine?
no. To get on that point though, Vastor literally makes deals with hundreds of billions of souls though. Like he's slowly getting there. That's why he's scary.
He can become incredibly fucking powerful. And there is the way this works is, say one planet has a concept of like a big fat guy in a red suit who delivers presents once a year. And the whole planet believes in this guy. Millions and millions of people believe that this is literally a thing that literally happens. That guy will exist in the warp. The reason he doesn't become a greater demon, the reason he doesn't become another chaos god, is literally just he gets eaten by other chaos shit before that happens. But Vashtor being able to survive and continue to get bigger and bigger, he will become more powerful than other greater demons. The problem is there's always a bigger fish. So until there's not a bigger fish, he's not going to be a god.
Yeah, but he is working on that shit.
Yeah,
This
he's,
whole-
he, I mean,
Like I
he
said,
has
it's not
wormwood. He's
impossible.
warping around
It
everywhere.
can
He's been fucking shit up.
It's-
Like,
that's
he's
why-
probably got the most dubs out of all of Chaos.
It's kind
I
of
mean, this
like
motherfucker rebuilt Caliban and called it wormwood and made it a war planet.
I think, like, personally, if
and
before...
I think he warped into like Prior Nexus, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck around with the pylons.
I'm gonna fuck around the pylons. I'm also gonna
So-
open up the webway. I don't know. I'm lackey.
So the
Faster fuck with pylons. Faster do stuff.
I love this
Faster
idea.
hit big
that
hammer.
Vash-
Faster.
I love this not stereotype. This drawing you made of Vastor, where it's essentially like, no, he's just some ADHD riddled fucking guy that hasn't had his Ritalin.
Well, they were saying that he could potentially, like what Slar said, like he's the leader of the Dark Mechanicum, so he would just be like a dark chaos god of like
Well, yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
want
technology.
It to be.
Yeah.
of like
Which I would want it
machines.
to be, because if he does, then they might actually make Dark Mechanicum a faction, which then all my money is going forever. Because I
Oh, no,
love
absolutely.
I love
The Dark
Admech
Mechanicum
and I
is
love
already
like
a
Chaos.
faction.
You mix them together, it's like, oh, my money's gone because I bought all models all the time.
All of my money will disappear once they finally bring in 40k Iron Warriors, and then I can get
But yeah.
Demon Pete Turbo.
I might get into that actually. Anyway, but yes, future money sinks down.
I think the
Uh,
best we can hope for Vashtor is that he does
but-
become basically the anti-Omnissiah. He becomes like the god of the Dark Mechanicum,
To
and they finally get some fucking models.
so to like kind
A
of
big nice.
speculate for like 0.2 seconds. However, I do think, like, if in terms of like what I would want to see from the setting, I either want like the Vashtor to succeed, or I do want, like, this is showing how it's like status quo changing. I want the Emperor to actually come back. It'll never fucking
Wow.
happen.
No,
I want the Primarchs to come back. I don't want the Emperor to
Here's
come back.
the
That's,
thing.
that's
I've
like
I've
heavy.
seen a lot of like 50K stuff would be like, well, the Emperor came back and
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
ridiculous like stuff like that.
I
I feel
just you saying 50K actually made my skin crawl.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
end times for fucking the old world and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah,
like
because that went
40K is
so
not
well the
profitable
last
anymore.
time.
Yeah, that everyone loved it. So it's like the only way the Emperor's coming back is if they somehow think that 40K is not profitable, which I doubt because it's
Yeah,
the
but in
biggest
It is
IP ever.
literally never. It is literally never
I mean,
been more popular
James
than it is right now.
Workshop has made stupid decisions before.
Yeah,
This is true.
I mean,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
stupid decisions had some logic behind it, right? Like unless people just hate like 12
I
or
think
something, it's like I don't see that happening.
the break glass moment will be like once they flip the switch, it'll be either he comes back or he finally is reborn as like the god of order or something. Or
The most are like he comes back as just a god, like the chaos god of order.
That would be
So,
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it would, and
I want but before that, I want the Primarchs back. Man, they left all the
Yeah.
Primarchs way too ambiguous. Every single one of them could come back easily.
I
except
think it's
for
like all the
Charismatics.
all the dead chaos,
you're-
like all the
I
Primarchs coming
think-
back as like greater demons of order and like basically giant angels.
With bringing the
Yeah.
Primarchs back, I feel like the one that has the most like weight to it in terms of like his overall story would be Lehman, because he went after like the Tree of Life to bring the Emperor back. Like, so if he comes back,
they seem to be
he's either
setting
gotta
up
be-
Lehman Russ. Also, it makes sense because like they seem to be doing like individual factions. Like Gilliman was like generic Space Marines because Ultramarines, and then it's like, well, Dark Angels have a book. Spring was a Lion. It's like, who else has a book? Black Templar and Space Wolves. It's like, well, Space Wolves make more sense. Unless you bring back Rogodon as like him going like, I'm an edgy boy now. I'm gonna
No.
join the Dark Templar.
No.
Oh my God,
no,
he
no,
comes
no.
back with
First
fucking
off-
gothic makeup
Punished,
on.
no. Punished Dorn would go so fucking hard.
It would go
Yeah,
really. I joked, but yeah, it
it
actually
would.
would.
No,
Go.
what would
It
turn
would.
out to happen would be Space Marine would just pop their helmet and go, "It is I, Rogel Dorn."
I survived by dying.
In
pretend.
a long time ago, I was me.
Was me. I am the greatest treehouse architect in the galaxy.
But yeah, Lehman Russ makes the most sense to come back next. And he better look like Odin. I'm gonna be angry.
Yeah, but-
No,
Or Jagatai Khan.
I was about to
You
say,
know,
fuck you, I want Jagatai Khan back.
He could also come
fuck
back.
both of
but the
you.
thing is-
Jagatai Khan
the-
is just in the webway. He's just elsewhere. He is
Fuck-
the most
Yes, but-
elsewhere out of all of them.
Fuck
Like,
both
but
of you.
White
I
Scars
want
don't have
Vulcan
a
back.
book. They don't have an individual
want-
book. You see,
I
you gotta
want
think
my-
like Games Workshop. What will sell more models? The faction that has like one unique model, or one faction has a book and a bunch of unique models?
No, fuck
Like-
you. The coolest Primarch coming back. Fuck you.
I want
No.
my
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
a weird
you
way
know
to.
it's gonna be the
That's
one
a
that's
weird
gonna
way of
make it
saying
sell
I
more.
tell
Vulcan,
Max that
Max.
James Workshop does not work on like conventional logic of like fan favorites.
I know. I know.
Yeah, it's
Well,
it's like they
I-
want you to buy two
Me-
books and a bunch of models. The best way to do
Meanwhile,
that is
I
they
just
just
want
come back.
I want Vulcan to come back just because so the fucking salamanders aren't fucking jobbers.
Yeah, the Solomon.
Yeah, they've
fuck-
collected a lot of the like Dragon Ball things they're looking for. Right? So they
Yeah,
can come back to that.
yeah.
like. I mean, you could do like a multi-year story where it's like the salamanders just
Well,
like pushing through constantly to collect all of the relics, and they
That-
finally do.
No, that
Yeah, it's
or
also funny
it's
that
just
the Perpetual is the one that doesn't come back.
no that
That'd be
or
so
just
fucked.
outright say no. The artifacts weren't the thing. He just comes back and he's just like, "What do you mean these artifacts? What do you like?"
But didn't Vulcan leave specific instructions?
that sounds kind of like
Yeah,
a
no,
middle
the-
finger that people would give a shit
The
about.
artifact shit did
Yeah.
come from Vulcan.
that did
Yeah.
come from it. Okay, I thought that.
Yeah,
And
was
he is
after
the kind of
fact.
guy who knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I just think
then I'm with
would
Jake
just be
then.
just like this multi-year story of them pushing through all sorts of bullshit, and then they finally get all of the relics, and then like I don't know how Vulcan would come back, but he just does.
He
and-
just teleports.
yeah he just
They put all the fucking pieces like in like a like you know how like you used to get toys from like fucking McDonald's that would like form into like, one big toy. Like they just put all of the.
I was about to
artifacts
say the
together,
same thing.
And he he just fucking T-poses back.
Yeah, I like the idea that they just assemble
It's like,
all the artifacts. It looks like Vulcan, and then the artifacts just get up because it was him the entire time.
It was your love that brought me back, my sons.
And like and could you just imagine the Gilliman and Vulcan reuniting? I mean, Bobby's spine's gonna be fucking crushed from that goddamn hug, but.
And then he's gonna hug Lion, and then Lion's just like, "Please stop!" But
I
then
love
he doesn't
how-
actually push him away.
I love how, by the way, we mentioned
The
Primarch's
Lions played
coming
chill
back.
recently. He might actually.
Yeah, he's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He would be like, "Please let me go," but then doesn't actually fight him, even though he could.
Also, the
This
funniest
is
thing
nice.
about all of this is we keep talking about like the Primarchs
I
coming
missed
back. None of us have brought up Corvus.
Well, no,
No.
Corvus
Corvus
is
is
coming-
gonna come back at the same time that fucking
Lorgar makes his
Lorgar comes
appearance.
back.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah,
be
he's
sick.
gonna be a
Lorgar
giant
egg
bird
that would
man.
the warp immediately gets jobbed by a giant fucking raven demon, dragged back. Neither of them are seen for another 5 editions.
Lorgar decides finally to come out of his tower, and then the second he stands in real space, Corvus is like, "Get back here, you fucker!" It's like,
What?
like,
love
"What's
that.
happening?"
I love that.
Come on,
I
you
just love that.
bitch! Come
I
fight
just love
me!
that. I just love that picture of the fucking crow with the little fucking like with the little raven's claws going, "Hey, Lorgar, run."
I'm looking forward to eventually when he comes back and hopefully as a fucking bird demon thing. I want that mini so bad. Like I will want that.
I'm just like.
I mean, if it's like anywhere close to the new Raven Guard like model that they just released, is like, yeah, it's gonna look sick.
I'm just.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just
new Raven Guard shit always looks edgy as absolute fuck. I love it.
I'm just
Yeah,
hoping that like if
We're finally having proper
Them and them
Night
emo
Lords
hair.
minis. You do not know how happy I've been since Night Lords have proper minis now. It has made me so happy.
surprise,
Like-
Conrad didn't die.
Oh, that'd be fucking weird.
That would be weird.
He committed
That person
suicide.
didn't die. Fuck
Well,
you.
okay, let me just say this. That would be fucking weird. However,
It's
it
40K.
would be exactly in character for the way the narrative likes to really just fuck with fucking. Conrad.
Oh no.
It would be the perfect revenge against him and his edgy bullshit if he actually came back entirely against his will.
Yes.
Oh no.
or not Primarch related. Or Caiaphas Cain comes back as a living saint.
Yeah,
Same
The,
for
the living saint.
Look, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. I'm pressing the top button on fucking tabletop sim and I'm flipping the table. Alfarius comes back and joins Gilliman.
But he keeps
Well,
talking.
that was the
but he
fucking
keeps
prophecy. That was the...
no, because he keeps trying to talk to him. It's like Alfarius, but I'm Omegon. God damn it!
You were
Yeah.
just
You're a-
Alfarius yesterday. I know.
Like
I'm-
starting the
get
conversation.
out of the
Like, before you say
palace.
anything, don't kill me. Like, don't try that, please. Last time I talked to one of my brothers, that happened. So please listen.
Well, no, like, but no. But the thing is, every time Alfarius talks, it's like in numbers in code that means something. Now, granted, Gilliman knows what it means because he's Gilliman, but like everyone else around him is like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I like the idea
I
that
may or may
like,
not be in that building. That may or may not exist.
so you're you're saying he's speaking in like code phrases and stuff, but I genuinely just translate for a second that he just walks up to Gilliman and goes 010001111.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. I meant he's talking like binary or like whatever. He's just giving a bunch of numbers.
Z17 print scan calculate. You know
You know.
spreadsheets too.
That's the only
That's how he
reason.
comes back. That's how he comes back. He joins Gilliman just because they're both fucking nerds.
Yeah.
He's been like, I've been wanting to
Learn the
play
spreadsheets.
Magic. He's like, I've been wanting to play against someone in Magic for millennia. You would not believe how much they don't
The
fucking know how to play.
The only person who gave me any challenge was my twin, and Rogel killed him. Which one am
The
I?
only
I
person who
don't
gave me
know.
any challenge was Angron, and that's because he ate the board.
Because I think you have a twin, maybe.
And then halfway through the match, Alfarius just pulls out a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
It's like no,
yeah,
it's the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, and it's the Uno thing where it says you fucking when you're tired of your little cousins beating you, so you pull up Blue Eyes. Forget the rules.
Well, no. What's funny is he goes, "Well, sorry, brother. Looks like I've won," and he lays down all 5 pieces of Exodia, except they're like, except they glued the pictures onto like magic cards.
You hand draw these?
That's illegal.
That's just. I'm not even mad. That's impressive.
I'm just impressed that you thought this would actually work as a strategy.
Well, did it?
No. Damn it!
I play a lands or Gilliman because this is one aspect I don't really like about Magic, at least from the limited time I played it. He's just bricked on lands. He has like his entire hand is just lands. He's just like,
oh no!
Oh no, he built his deck poorly. Yeah.
He's just like, why? But no, the thing is, no, he built his deck properly. He just bricked on lands, and he keeps doing it every game, and it's because Alfarius has stacked the deck. How? No one knows. He just has.
He didn't sneak cards into his deck. He snuck cards into Gilliman's deck.
Exactly. He goes, wait a minute. I'm not playing blue. I'm playing green. I'm playing green. Why is there a blue in here?
And just
I'll never
just goes,
tell.
Did I? And he just sticks him, but then I'll fucking do it again.
He goes, Alfarius. This is
Okay,
the
we're not getting
card.
bogged down in TGC. We're fucking moving on.
Summary is like the mixing pot creates hell.
And the warp is always depicted as all swirly.
That's
You
fucking
know?
true, Don. Good point.
All right.
Mechanicus. Okay, this is a tough one. So this is another branch of the Imperium of Man. They are responsible for all of the robotics and machinery and stuff to the point where they like worship it. They're like, this is fucking God to us. However, they're kind of tricky because like they're so racist they even don't like themselves. You know what I'm saying? They think the human form is kind of disgusting and they want to become robots, more or less.
Yeah, and this is where it gets... So that's one balance that makes them more racist, but then the other piece is they're also fascinated by other tech that they don't understand, so...
They appreciate the culture.
Yeah. Sisters of Battle, to a fault, would swear off anything alien, whereas the Necron would be interesting to the Mechanicus.
Right. Depending, there's like variation, right? Like there's some sects within the Mechanicus that would be like, no, like fuck that, but there's also plenty that'd be like, what's up? Like that's kind of interesting.
So thoughts?
Yeah. I was actually about
He's
to pause.
basically right.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
fact,
he's
in
right.
I would put them
Mechanicus-
mid tier because, in terms of like how they discriminate among genetic variation among humans, basically non-existent. If you're born a mutant, they'll just saw off the mutant part, replace it with a robot bit. You're good to go.
Slap you
They're
on the
very
back and be like, you're good. Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, even if you're
very
not like,
accepting,
they
very,
like saw it off
racially
anyway, because like
inclusive.
robot arm would be better.
Yeah, Robot Armor would be better.
Alien tech is like, okay, on principle, like per doctrine, they're very against it. Anything that is alien is not of the Omnissiah, it is therefore unholy. However, the Omnissiah is universal. All universal knowledge is part of the Omnissiah. As part of the pursuit of faith, you gather all knowledge and all data in the universe, including, hey, what happens if I push the big green button on the Necron thing?
So
Yes.
it's even.
There's also my like favorite Ford world, I can't remember the name of,
It's
where
why,
they're basically like, because Eldar saved us, we're like, no, alien technology is pretty good actually. So they use alien technology, and because that's super radical, they just like massive stealth. So it's like, what were you doing there? It's like nothing. You can't
That's
do
why
anything.
that's why in the Mechanicus video game, one of my favorite bits about it is actually the conversations you can have with the various crew members on whether or not you should salvage Necron tech or outright destroy it. Like, 'cause
Yeah,
you
there's
might
some
be doing
Ford words are
tech
like,
heresy.
nah, alien tech is fine, and then other ones like, you know, Metallica is like, fuck alien tech. That's not part of the doctrine.
I just heard part of Metallica and I was just like, what? Lars just being like, this is tech heresy.
Yeah, Lars looking at fucking what the fuck was it called LimeWire and being this is heresy.
I believe that's what the Ford was called. It's the one with the white robes. Like the one where they don't like to put red in there because they think they're better than like Mars, And the way they prove it is by basically like min-maxing industrialism. So the whole like Ford's world is like, we got rid of everything that's not metal and covered it in metal, and now it's a big factory. What's so holy?
Yeah, the only Forge world I know by heart is Graia, but that's because that's from Space Marine and Bolt Gun.
Yeah, the one I plan on painting my faction as is like it's the one with a number behind it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically the one that likes alien tech, and because of that, they have to be super sneaky. So in like previous editions, they had like a bunch of stealth bonuses and stuff like that because they're like, we have to sneak in, grab the stuff, and sneak out, and no one has to know anything. We have to delete our logs when we leave. So when we get like, hey, what were you doing over there? It's like, nothing. We didn't take any tech. No, it's fine. No, that's not Xenos. It's fine.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, these guys made an appearance in the Caiaphas Cain books. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, they're like one of the two factions that are like black, but they're kind of.
Yeah, you're
black.
right. It's Forge World Metallica.
Yeah, that's the white robe one. Yeah.
Yeah, they were the ones that were in. I think it was the one where they went to the planet with the Necrons on it.
Hold on, I'll post a picture for everyone.
Though I don't think that was the that was the story that had the Necron that Caiaphas banged. Or not the Necron, the Mechanicus. Blah. Of course, he probably would.
Where would he put it?
He'd find a way.
I'm moving on.
The Necrons can be very creative about what they do with their bodies.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, isn't one of Trazen's things is once he downloads into a new body, like, it almost immediately, like, starts to take shape of him. And
yes.
to the point
where Necrodermis is amazing.
Where he can, like, it's, like, he was visibly smiling during, like, one of his trial or something.
Yeah. So the metal that Necrons are made out of will morph to the code of the soul that's in them. Soul in big quotes. Also, it morphs to like their desires to a certain degree. The more powerful you are, the more you can morph it. The better your body, the more you can morph it. Trazen, he can do some fucked shit.
Yeah, it's the reason like he's more immortal than most Necrons. It's pretty immortal because it basically is like this body's damaged, and he just like teleports into like one of his like tomb tomb god and turns tomb god into himself and is like, well, back to work.
I think one of my favorite bits from like it was a Blood Angels book. Trazen's trying to talk to this one Blood Angel. He's like saying this thing. The Blood Angel shoots the Necron, and like that's Trazen is currently possessing. He shoots it, and then the next one goes. So as I was saying,
yeah, not even missing the beat.
Wait, are we on my boys?
No, we were talking about Mechanicus stuff, and we went on a slight Necrons tangent.
We took a bit of a detour to your boys.
Okay, sorry, I had to get some water. But yeah, no, I love my boys.
Within the lore, I mean, if you're more casual and you just played Space Marine 2, I think there was even a part where one of the Space Marines is complaining about how the Mechanicum are kind of heretics because they're interested in Necron stuff.
That's true, but some people would argue like that's worse, like culture vultures.
Oh no! Okay, no, I never even thought that the Mechanicum are guilty of cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
I think they steal everything. Like mine now.
Were you gonna say something, Max?
What?
Hello?
Apparently not. Welcome back.
Who disappeared this time? Like, because I'm now worried.
That would be Max.
I think that would have been me. Did you hear the haw?
Yeah.
No?
No.
Oh.
Alright.
My shit's just all fucked in, huh? Alright, hang on.
You might need
time to leave and come back.
Restart your computers. So in the meantime, let's keep talking about Necrons while Max is in here.
Audience, what's your favorite dinosaur?
A Necron dinosaur.
The horseshoe crab.
Jimmy.
Hold on, there's got to be a Necron dinosaur. At the very least, that's some.
What?
I
someone
did hear the,
exodized
I did
there.
hear the honk this time. And so,
It's either the haunt or the chirp. You guys decide.
My favorite is the Red Power Rangers dinosaur,
Which ones?
the first one. The Mighty Morphin.
Okay.
oh, that's
Speaking
lame.
of Power Rangers,
No one
that are
even.
red. What about the Mechanicus?
Care about like who made
Yeah.
it. They just want the thing.
They want the thing to eradicate the things that made it.
Yeah, like that's sick. That's disgusting. In fact, that makes me nauseous.
So, is it more racist to culture vulture in order to destroy versus just closed-mindedly swear it off completely?
I think it's less racist
Yeah,
to
because
culture vulture.
both want to destroy, but one will actually touch.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
maybe more like fucked up in a way,
Mm-hmm.
but it's definitely still less racist.
I think you got to go B.
You're not gonna say a super duper liberal who does that where they like, I don't know, fucking take it for their own and whatever is more racist than like a hardcore like white supremacist or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't, there's just no way. B, you think?
Just the fact that they would like revere like
That's
Necron
true.
tech and be fascinated by other alien tech, you know, and like want to.
Are we still here? Y'all still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
here.
also here.
Hello? We're good?
Yeah.
Are you-
Hello.
Yes.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, hi.
Bonjour.
We're all here, we're just not all there.
I know, nobody's talking, so I'm worried that there's no things.
Well,
are
yeah,
being
because
thought about.
we pressed play in the video. He was like rounding out the rest of his sentence.
Yeah, I did have
That's
a little thing that I found, and it's like a cool Necron dragon looking thing. Like, if you want to talk about that.
I'd rather finish the video.
Study it and take it apart and be like kind of amazed by it.
They were like really into Drake versus Kendrick or whatever. That's basically what you're saying. It's like that vibe. All right, let's move on to Eldar. Eldar are basically space elves. They are highly supremacist
Fucking elves.
within
Super
themselves.
racist.
but-
S
Yeah,
tier.
fucking hell.
S-
No,
A.
okay, well, this is also
I think
I
I'll
mean,
give them an A.
elf already
Eldar
racist
are
and like add
totally
space racist.
okay. Like,
You know, like, you guys also have control of the pause button, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
trying to machinate outcomes that save their own people at the expense of trillions of others' lives, right? So they will like try and pull the strings and like use fucking weird magic shit or like fortune telling to essentially like put their species ahead because they're dying out slowly. They are the South Korea of Warhammer 40k. Low birth rates.
I wasn't expecting
yeah.
that, to be honest.
Yeah, sure.
Where's the
Did
lie?
you notice? Did you notice South Korea had the longest unbreaking like streak
Yeah.
of slavery in the planet?
Yeah, it
on
was
Earth?
like it was over 1,000 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow.
like 1,500 years of like continuous
Jesus,
slavery.
imagine being that slave.
The reason I know about it is because there's a video of a guy, of like a famous comedian who is from Korea. Not like he was from America, but he's like ethnic Korean. He's saying like, yeah, Koreans didn't have any like, didn't do anything bad. They didn't do slavery and stuff like that. And like, let's look it up. And they looked it up, and he's like laughing because he just looked up, like, no, Koreans did like slavery for a very long time.
They did super slavery.
They is super slavery.
Are you talking about Bobby? Bobby, what's his face? The
Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby Lee.
The only.
Oh, it's like
What's his
a
face?
Bad Friends podcast where his friends just make like racist jokes toward him.
I mean, the one that like still gets me is when he was talking to Theo, and like it's like you're gonna be my dad, and I'm gonna try to get this cat. Hey, Dad. Bubby.
No, you're you. You're my.
And all the comments are just like, "Hey, Dad, the cherry blossom falls from the tree, and it's so like, well, he is finished, Bubby."
I'm trying to see this. It's like him saying like one cacti, and his friend goes, "Ah, one cacti." It's like, don't you?
God damn it.
You know when you be racist, that really hurts me, and it hits a gong.
Yeah.
And that's exactly where the comparison ends. That wasn't very thought through. But they will also, like, save other races if, in the long term, it benefits them.
Yeah, so just to clarify your thinking, what makes the Tau less racist than the Eldar?
Because the Eldar would never incorporate elements of other people's, like, units into their culture. They would never let them live on their worlds.
Except they do. Don't they have, like, humans work with them all the time?
They might, like, help
They also,
humans.
the Eldar also have human pets. Like, entire
Yeah.
civilizations of humanity that exist on Eldar
Are you
worlds
talking about?
as, like, a fucking terrarium.
I was about to say, are you talking about Eldar or Dark Eldar?
Eldar.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, right.
normal,
Wait, so I've
quote
never heard
unquote,
of this.
normal
Yeah,
Eldar.
the good
I've never heard of
Eldar
that.
still do that.
Remember,
That's fucked.
there's no good Eldar. This is kind of the thing.
Well,
You just got the
his-
Dark Eldar, which are the Eldar at their most unconstrained. Gorath is still just the Eldar laughing god. They are all
yeah,
potentially like that. They just kind of control themselves.
So
yeah,
wait,
your
so
good
I
wasn't like quote unquote for comedic effect. Like they quote unquote good Eldar are also
Yeah.
evil bastards.
So hold on, I didn't know about this. There's just straight up like bits of like craft worlds that are basically a zoo of humans for them to. point
Okay,
and
so you
laugh
know
at.
how like within the Imperium you have pleasure worlds, which is basically just like tropical paradises for
Right.
like whores and drugs and food. Well, the Eldar have similar things, where it's the enclaves of like territory that they control, where they can have nice things like nature preserves, where they enclose the wildlife that was native when they conquered it, and they preserve it within Eldar control to Eldar standards. And sometimes the local wildlife includes the humans that were living on it at the time.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Now, it is sort of like up in the air as to how bad of an existence this really is for the humans involved. But the fact that it's even a conversation is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm imagining like a zoo exhibit. It's just a human like tending to a farm. You just see this Eldar kid. It's just like, look at that! Look at the man, mom. And it's just this guy who just looks back at
I
them.
mean, basically, yeah. Imagine like you work in an office building, you get up, you go to work, you're doing whatever. And then at a random point in the middle of your day, a spaceship, like a fucking UFO, pulls up outside of your office building, and there's a bunch of elves in there on a safari, and they're all taking pictures, and like they're fascinated, and then they just move right the fuck along.
I
Because
feel like at a certain point though, like you kind of like incorporate it, like you'd wave.
exactly, and this is kind of what I'm saying why it's a conversation, because being
Yeah.
a nature preserve human on an Eldar world, your ability to propagate and have children and have a future, your destiny is controlled by what the Eldar breeding policy is for your fucking habitation unit. However, is that really any different from being on an Imperium world?
Yeah, it's so funny because like this brings up the topic of like zoos, and it's like, oh no, the animals are being treated bad and they're miserable and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the giraffes, man, this is fucking sick. We don't have to worry
Yeah,
about predators.
There's
and we
no
get fed.
predators. I get free fucking leaves. This is the
Some
tits.
people pet me, dog. That shit feels good. It's like-
Well, I mean,
I didn't even know
what
humans could reach that high, man.
Well,
That's crazy.
Meanwhile, the polar bear in the corner is like, I'm fucking dying. It's
Well, no.
90 degrees.
Meanwhile, at SeaWorld, the fucking orca that they captured when it was like a baby and forced in there, its dorsal fin is now lopsided, meaning it's perpetually depressed. Anyway, I'm gonna kill this person that feeds me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I
but
am
once again,
permanently
it is the-
depressed. On the plus side, however, every few years the humans sacrifice another person to me for some fucking reason.
I like this viewpoint.
That is
Strange
literally what
creatures.
SeaWorld is. At
No,
this
but, like-
point, we're just feeding humans to orcas.
Yeah, but at the same time, it depends on what animal you're talking about because monkeys are also
True.
miserable.
Yes, definitely.
So like,
Oh, I
but
didn't
like
know
said,
that.
yeah, dude, how do you not know that? Like monkeys are fucked up. They're ready to tear shit up whenever they can.
Yeah,
I
I've
just
been
never-
to zoos where they literally hide from you every time they see a camera. They're just fucking pissed off with it now.
It's,
Well, I mean,
it's just I never
they-
put
like
much
I said-
thought into it. That's why.
But like I said, it's like, but it's shit like prey animals, like fucking elephants and fucking like giraffes and fucking zebras. Are like, yeah, this shit's the tits.
or
Don't
the
worry
well,
about
I mean-
anything.
or the
well, I
rhino
mean,
that's
because-
just like, oh my god, I'm not being harvested for my fucking horn.
Well,
Exactly.
this is the thing about captive rhinos are just like 4-ton lap dogs. They're just like they get zoomies, they get so excited. Meanwhile, rhinos in the wild, they see a butterfly like 2 feet away from them, they just rampage through like 7 people that they didn't know that was there because they're almost blind.
So like I said, it's a bit of a weird one. Oh, Huh.
Yes,
You got-
you're in the middle
yeah,
of a
my-
sentence. Come on.
no, my laptop just said that the page isn't responding. That's weird. I guess I'll just fucking close it.
You
and
have
open it.
weird fucking issues, man.
Yeah, I know. My Discord on my main PC sucks, and
That-
my browser on my laptop sucks.
That
Don't
could
know,
mean towards his
somewhere in between.
technology or just his general personality.
Yeah, true.
So the rest of your sentence.
It's a sentence.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely, but they would never like integrate them into their society.
I'm not sure that's true.
It's true.
They wouldn't integrate them as equals next to the
No,
other.
they don't integrate them at all.
Well, I'm just going off of like the original 40k novel series. I think it was Gav Thorpe. Might have to fact check the lore there.
Don't click off. No.
Corgan, Google for us.
Some humans have been known to live on craft world Eldar for extended periods.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm talking about.
All right, whatever, dude. There's one white guy in Wakanda, and we're gonna say that Wakanda's not racist. Okay.
Hold on.
For extended periods.
Hold on.
Now there's a
Yeah, I mean, that's
comparison.
kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, whatever, dude. There's one.
As if
white
no
guy
state
in
has a white
Wakanda.
guy in it. It's just fun.
Oh, it's a Shutterstock image too. That's amazing.
It's like
Gonna
that fucking
say-
hell. It's like that Hell of a Boss episode where it's like my one thing I care about most, and it's just it's like a stock photo of money.
That Wakanda's not racist. Okay.
I mean, everyone here is racist. It's levels.
When you say everyone here, are you talking about that or this?
So you saying B?
Yeah, they're
I
at
think it
least.
would have to be B.
No,
Yeah,
they
B-
should
B
they should
for
be
the
A
Eldar,
at
although,
least.
like, I would be tempted to say A. Eldar are fucking lame anyway, dude. Who cares? Okay.
Games Workshop mentality in a nutshell.
True though.
You know, yeah, those filthy knife ears get what they deserve.
You
Exactly.
birthed the Chaos God, you fucking assholes.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that like he walks up like here's Harlequins, like we regret making Harlequins. Let's take that back.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, it was a bunch of Harlequins that
That's I.
steamro-
Whoopsie.
bunch of Harlequins steamrolled through fucking Custodes and almost got to the Golden Throne. Fucking
Yeah, but
hated
it feels
that
like
shit.
they don't want. They like we shouldn't have made those. We don't want to make them anymore.
The worst part about that,
And they're trying to quietly
Yeah.
give it them.
and the worst part
The
about
good-
that of the Harlequins rampaging through the Custodes is that same novel. They basically make Custodes look like normal people, and it's like they're not. They're at all.
Yeah, the thing is, I only wanted to like listen to that book because it has the scene of like the Imperial Fist successor chapters all like in the dining hall eating like absolute savages and like trying to like participate in social gatherings and looking like the most like fucking autistic people ever because they're sons
yeah.
of
Gee, I
Dorne.
wonder how that happened. Looks meaningfully towards the horizon where Rogel Dorn disappeared.
You can only see his hand.
Wow, your entire faction divided into 2 sides. There are 2 wolves inside of you. One is autistic. The other is also autistic. You are autistic. How did this happen?
I will say it was cool. It was neat seeing that was the chapter master of the Fist Exemplar talking to I think it was Helbrecht. Yeah, Helbrecht of the Black Templars because Helbrecht is firm. It's like is like the Emperor is God, and then the guy who's of the Fist Exemplars is gods don't exist. You fucking idiot! Imperial truth all the way.
I thought that was that Albrecht or was I could have sworn that was him just talking to an Imperial noble.
No,
Helbrecht.
it was Helbrecht, but he also said that to an Imperial noble.
You
Okay.
said Albrecht. You're thinking of
No, I-
Wolfram.
I do
I-
like the fact that there are like space marine factions that just like this relationship is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's some that still adhere to the Imperial truth.
Yeah, Imperial truth all the way.
Yeah.
So Imperial Guard are the hammer of the Emperor, dude. Sick. They're just the mass
My
humans.
boys.
They're just kind of the 40k equivalent of our armed forces today. Super racist, but they would maybe sometimes like get sick of shit and join the Tau.
Yeah, I'm going B.
You know, the traitors that deserve to be shot.
Yeah.
Abuela is a slur.
So I think I'd even place them even lower just because of their fortitude. I'd place them at C because they're like your standard guardsmen. Yeah, they're supposed to shoot an Eldar on sight, but there's a good chunk of them that will just be like, maybe the knife ears has something to say, and it's like, all right, shoot that man, please.
Yeah.
Unless they're an admiral and it results in an entire fucking victory against Chaos, which also happens and was the plot for the Battlefleet Gothic Armada game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think B tier for
So-
them because they
Hashtag not all knife ears, except if you choose the plotline progression in that game where you trust the knife ears, they do eventually betray you. So, in a way,
Maybe all knife is, yeah.
No,
I
yes,
guess
all
we
knife
have to
ears.
now decide, is it racism if you're right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It was racist that you assume, even though you were totally right. And it was a good call.
Also, the Eldar betraying somebody.
What?
Why?
I know. How could this have ever happened?
That's why you listen to Trazen when he comes to talk to you, not them.
Yeah, Trajan's a
Trajan.
bro. He'll actually like
for the lore.
Yeah, he'll actually do what he says and then just like leave. Maybe he'll take like a general or something, but he'll leave.
You may end up in a Pokeball, but the planet will be saved.
He'll grab like 100 Space Marines and throw them into a Pokeball, but he'll fucking do what he told you to.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
may
Hey,
end
if
up in the
those Space
Pokeball.
Marines are lucky, if those Space Marines
Motherfucker-
are lucky, he'll make a diorama where they're like just frozen in time forever and go insane. But at least they're not moving, so don't fuck up my diorama.
Want to point out that he was a pivotal defense of Cadia.
Yeah,
Or-
he's
Yeah,
the
it was.
reason why the planetary
He just
shield
said-
kicked back online.
He turned up the
Actually.
call and was like, "You're doing it wrong." It's like, "How
You're
do you know?"
dumb,
Because I
Lamau.
helped you the first time, idiot. It's like, "Fine, you can help." And then they became
No.
bros. It's like, "We
No,
did
no,
it."
no,
Yeah.
no. Don't you talk over that, because it is. How do you know how this works? I was there when it was made, or maybe I wasn't. I don't know.
I feel like Mayo, you need to edit that peanut butter and jelly, but make call the child and make Trazen the adult. Put knife in peanut butter.
No. Other way around.
I didn't want to make Trazen look like a child though.
Yeah, true. I mean, Trazen would get upset if you fuck up his museum. So
You're doing it.
Well,
He
yeah.
also
well, yeah.
would act childish, so I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
he
Well,
is a child. Yeah.
Well, what do you? What,
Fair.
what do you
I mean, look
like,
at Orkin. Orkin fucked
Yeah.
up a museum multiple times, and he's like, "I'm gonna fuck with you forever."
Like,
And the only
literally,
reason they stopped is because they were court ordered to not do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally, and it's described where it's like if they were not Necrons, it would be the most pathetic fight imaginable.
Yeah, two old men who could barely move hitting each other
Fucking
with sticks.
hitting each other with sticks. Then Trazen. I swear it was just a prank, bro. Dropped a Gene Stealer cult on a planet. It's just a prank, bro. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
And then when they're watching the coup d'etat happen, and like the fucking Gene Stealers are killing everybody in the theater, Trazen goes, well, the acting got better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
I fucking love that book. That book is
It's
not a
a-
40k book.
It's,
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not
it's
a
an
40K book.
amazing book.
It is insane.
It
how
is one
funny
of the
that book is.
best
Out of
books in the
40
entire setting, and it is a fucking comedy.
Like
Yeah.
even outside the setting, besides the fact that like if you didn't know what the hell basic concepts were, you'd be confused. Like it's like as a book, it's really good.
Oh yeah.
Do
Fucking-
you have a
fucking
window?
Fucking Orkin is like, why are they drinking that stupid bean water? And they're just sitting at a
Yeah.
cafe in like weird disguises, so they're cloaked.
My
Yeah.
one of my favorite scenes is like Orkin's like trying to figure out like the puzzle box, and then like Trajan breaks in and is like, I got you, and he just cuts over and Trajan's sitting on the windowsill with the puzzle box, like, see ya, and just jumps around. He's like, no.
But
It's like,
then-
well, what's this? Just cartoon shit.
Or there's Orican getting catfished.
I was about to say the whole book can be summarized in he's a thief, he's a simp.
One of my favorite bits is definitely the trial, like where Orican just keeps time traveling to change the outcome of this trial,
But
and
Trazen is like,
it reveals
no.
Trazen is thinking faster than his time travel.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he
bullshit.
picked up a scale and it's like, what is this? And it glows hot, so he's like, something weird's happening. What? And later on, it's like he was fucking with time. That's how he won that court case. So he got a new cloak. It's like, do you like my cloak? It doesn't fit. It fucks with time like you do. So you can't use your time bullshit on me anymore.
Well, no, it doesn't fuck with time. It just basically lets him know when he's fucking with time.
Do you have a window?
Do you have a window, Orkin?
Just regular humans, like.
Yeah, they don't have the indoctrination of like a space marine. You know?
Yeah.
Like if you're a guardsman, there's a good chance you'd go off and fucking Eldar. You know.
I would.
You'd think about it.
I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that was easy. Chaos Space Marines. Okay, these guys are Space Marines, but they're in league with demons. I'm gonna say they're as racist as Space Marines. Maybe even more.
Okay, but the interesting philosophical piece is, are they mistaken? Because we've said demons are basically the universe's mixing pot, and they hang out with them, and they let them possess them. You know?
Oh.
So as a chaos guy, you're like letting...
Okay, I feel like this loops back around to my original point of do snow bunnies get the pass?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, is Slur wrong though?
He's not wrong.
I don't know. I'm not humoring that.
The gross,
Step away from that.
aliens.
Well, they're not aliens.
Step away from the snow bunny.
I was like, no, not touching that.
Yeah, do the aliens contribute to the core ones that the Chaos Marines worship? Because there's four chaos, core chaos gods: Nurgle, Slanesh.
Well, Slanesh is Eldar. If you're
Slanesh is Eldar. Fuck.
So if you're a chaos guy and you're a Slanesh chaos guy, then you're letting those Eldar sex pest stuff just rub you all
That's
up.
true. Just a lore dump for you guys. Like Slanesh was created.
I mean, that is true.
Eldar fucks.
I've never seen that art.
I've never seen what it.
Stop it. Maybe I will join.
The Prince of what you say?
Yeah, Prince got nice tits.
Yeah, Max confirmed once that's Slanesh Yossi.
Yeah. I mean, we know this about me.
So much and so fiercely that it made a whole chaos god that now wants to eat their souls.
So now you're mainlining Eldar cum into your body to have superpowers. You can't be that racist
True.
if you're willing to do that.
Dude, that's so true.
Yeah, I mean, do snow bunnies get the pass?
Some snow bunnies apparently do, because here's the thing. Iron Warriors, fuck you, but fuck, what are the pink ones called?
Emperor's Children.
Emperor's Children.
Emperor's Children, yeah, the Emperor's Children might be more amendable.
And then there's the Thousand Suns, which is just silent because they're dust.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very nuanced thing. The easiest thing is just slap them next to the Space Marines.
You convinced me. B tier.
I don't know. I feel as if you give 1,000 Suns like the entire book of the world, they'll think you're pretty okay.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if the sorcerer controlling them doesn't like a particular race, you're gonna get like 100,000 people saying the N-word at the same time.
Mayo, get on it.
Just that, just fucking that scene from the fucking Space Marine 2 where we're fighting off the fucking the warp portals.
It's just every time one massive bleep.
Every single time one comes out, it just says "nit."
I mean, if you had a Slaneshi demon that looked like Sydney Sweeney, would you pass it up?
Probably not.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't want my soul corrupted. God damn it.
I don't. My soul's already corrupted. I'm cool.
I'm not Caiaphas Cain, okay? I can't snoo a demonette that he didn't know it was and be fine.
You don't know that.
Which he shouldn't have been, because, like, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure your chances of getting corrupted, like, they exponentially go up the more contact.
He
you
has
have
the
with
power
someone.
of Jurgen and enemy on his side. Okay.
But they're not.
They really want to
So
be
it says
racist,
they're
but they're
stuck
kind of
between S and D, so we'll average out on B.
like, what a tragic story the Chaos Marines are.
Alright, who's next? So, Dark Eldar are like Dark Elves, but kind of evil and bad.
They're Eldar, but like
Well, it's gonna be late
BDSM.
for me, so
And they
I'm
like
probably
to
gonna go.
take slaves and torture
Alright,
people.
man.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
Love you, brother. Thanks for hanging out.
Good
Night.
night.
Night,
See ya.
man.
Nice.
But
Oh man.
do-
Sorry.
Fuck the Jukari. But anyway.
lots
But
of
I would say
messed
that
up
you. We'll let him cook. We'll let him cook.
Okay.
stuff.
Oh, heck.
So, I think they probably have the base racist attitudes of Eldar.
You say based.
Base, like basic.
Gotcha.
Just the standard set.
Right.
What else do they have going on?
They would have a human in their, like,
Yes,
society.
yes, and they would kidnap a human and torture rape him.
That's pretty racist.
But as we've discovered, less racist than not touching at all.
That's settled science.
This is touching.
Wow. Man. Okay, like, the Jukari are horrible, but are they racist?
I mean,
Uh,
okay, the Drukari are horrible, but they are inclusive in their horribleness.
Exactly.
It's like saying that's weird, because here's the thing, the Jukari are a lot of things. There are a lot of horrible things. Are they racist?
No, I think.
Okay, they are Eldar supremacist. Like,
True.
they're not beating the entire allegation,
Mm-hmm.
but they
Close to tier
also
list.
don't really discriminate on their victims. So I'd say they're mid-tier.
Yeah, they're C. I think they're C.
All right.
Well, can you be indiscriminately racist as in you hate everyone?
Yes.
Well, we've talked
And
about
this is
that.
my pick, which is Corn Demons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or Cornate factions in general are exactly what you just said. Yes.
Okay.
We've discussed that, and that's settled science. So you're right. It is less
Yeah.
racist than just not touching at all.
Yeah, raping a new race into existence in Latin America is less racist than just genociding them.
Is that what we've decided?
That's what. Yeah, I think so.
Fuck. You did give us Latinas.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all bad.
In a way, don't people kind of consider it a genocide even still? Because you've kind of eliminated and replaced the original thing?
Yes.
People.
To go back to the other thing, just murdering everything and refusing to touch it because it's icky, philosophically more racist than being willing to fuck something, even if you also want to kill it. So I think you'd have to say the Dark Eldar are less racist than Eldar, and if Eldar are B, then Dark Eldar are C.
Fair enough.
Wow,
Yeah,
you
fair.
are making a lot of good
Yeah.
points.
That's fair.
You think about this.
I think
often.
about this a lot.
I think about this a lot.
C. Dark Eldar are C. Based on the
Yeah, that was a pretty pretty agreeable choice.
Like I said, it is weird that, yes, the Dark Eldar are slightly less racist than the Eldar, but
I mean, they
fuck
are
'em. I'd still
more
kill all of
inclusive,
them.
technically.
They're next. The Tyranids are first, and then I'm coming after the Drukari. That's what it is.
exploits of Spain. Alright, Leagues of Wotan. I don't
Yeah,
know. This
squats.
is like added after our time. Okay, so these guys, they're not the most fond of aliens or even humans. They're basically space dwarfs. That's all you need to know about them.
Should we talk about them as squats or what they are
You
today?
just said that to like flex on people.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, yeah, I know what they were called a long time ago.
This is actually after our time. This is like a newfangled, made-up Warhammer race that doesn't count, so I don't know a lot about them. But the squats were a class.
Which feels like calling them squats now, like calling them by their original name.
Well, I mean,
like it
it's
feels
what
like
they
a
are,
slur.
and like, I
It
am
does feel like a
absolutely
slur.
on board with this guy. Like, that's what they were. That's what they are. That's what I'm gonna call them. Fuck them.
Well, he admitted though he just doesn't know a whole lot about him with the modern lore, and this
I mean,
actually comes up
that's
later
fair,
in the
Because
this
there
comes up in
isn't
this-
actually a lot of modern lore.
True, but this comes up in the sexist video after this. Is that like they just straight up admit that they don't really know a whole lot about them, and they actually seem to know more about them there than they do about them now.
All right.
Because they talked a lot more about them in that video than they did here. I'm actually kind of
humans.
shocked.
No, these guys are like, this is a different thing now.
They're a completely different thing.
They're like, maybe aeons ago they were humans, but like, it's been so long they don't consider themselves humans, and
Okay.
the Imperium doesn't consider them humans. Look, I'm gonna say, these guys have no emotional attachment to stuff, and they would even like let aliens exist as long as the aliens aren't like interfering with them. So I'm gonna say they're probably like D tier.
That's all pretty lame.
Fair enough.
Sounds pretty fucking
I don't know
lame.
enough about squats, so what do you guys think?
Okay.
Well, I know about squats, and squats are about D tier. I know nothing about Leagues of Votan,
So I know a bit.
other than the fact that they're squats.
So it really does feel like you're like it's a fucking slur now. So the Leagues of Votan, because I know at least enough, they will do dealings with the Imperium and the other Xenos factions, but strictly on a business-only basis. Like, I think I just repeated myself by accident. They, like, basically, you'll have some tech, they'll want it, they're willing to pay you for it. But if they won't let you pay for it, they will shoot you. They are, like, but it is just business. Like, as far as they are concerned. Like, there is no hate behind it. So I feel like that may put them in at the...
Well, as long as they kill me in a not racist way, I guess that's fine. What the fuck?
So, did I...
Would they treat other Votan groups with that same attitude?
No.
Then they're racist.
I was like, that's why I was like, I was worried you guys didn't hear a good chunk of my sentence, because that was, for my end, slur, you saying that felt like a very delayed reaction, so it made me think I,
Well, no, like you kind of like laid it all out, and then like I was thinking for a second, like, well, okay, how do we parse this into the actual argument?
So,
like, okay, what is the central question? The central question is racism.
Yeah,
so
that's
if
why
they deal with other races on like a business basis, but like if you don't agree to the terms, they will shoot you. If that is preferential treatment, if that is an attitude of dismissal they take to other races, but not their own, that is racist.
Yeah, that's why I
racist.
was gonna question like I think I'd put them in C tier actually. Like,
I would go all the way up to B tier if they're gonna get that murderously preferential.
Yeah.
Also, they're dwarves, and if they're based on like fantasy dwarves, dwarves need to be racist by default.
Oh, I thought you were about to say
not racist dwarf. Your fantasy universe is trash.
I thought you were about to say
know
if
what?
they don't.
That's a good point.
I thought you were about to bring up
That's
the
a
book.
really good point.
I thought you were about to bring up the book, and it's like, no, the Votan don't have the Book of Grudges yet.
No, they don't.
For the audience, in Warhammer Fantasy, dwarves have a big ass book, and if you have fucked them over in any way, that goes in the book.
The Great Book of Grudges.
It is pretty fucking, like, Warhammer's supposed to be everyone fucking sucks.
And hates each other.
And hates each other. That's like what makes it cool. That's why it's not fucking loser shit like Star Wars.
And this is like a measured social justice race.
No, they're not, I mean, they're not like advocating for like aliens get along and shit. They're just like not that interested in exterminating them all for the sake of it. Which I agree, lame.
What if the aliens land on their space rocks?
Oh, then they'll fucking wipe them out.
So they don't share
Well,
the
there you
mining
go.
resources?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, because you're interfering with business.
Yeah.
You're also like an outside group who's interfering with inside group business. We very heavily favor our own race in this fucking neighborhood. Get the fuck out. That's
Is that a
the
racist thing or is that a
Yes.
pragmatic thing?
Well, I mean, okay. That goes back into my earlier question. Is it racism if you're right? Because
Yes.
outside groups other than the Votan will interfere with the Votan goals and influence.
That's what I'm saying. Though, is that,
However-
like they don't care because it goes back to the tornado thing, where it's like if a tornado lands in an all-black neighborhood and it only kills black people, the tornado's not racist, is it?
Well, because it's naturally occurring and it's targeting them. Also, we don't hate tornadoes because wind is a different race. We hate the destruction of our property. However, if a race of tornadoes move up to my country, I would fucking hate
That's getting clipped.
There's 2 slur clips. He's on fire today. I picked a good video.
Have you ever considered making
It's
your
been a
own YouTube
while
channel,
since we
Slayer?
did a response. I'm gonna be honest.
It's pretty fun. Like I said, we should save the sexist one for next time. No, that one might be a little bit quicker. Who knows?
They're like your regular MAGA. You know, they're not
MAGA
like
level.
Yeah, they're not like
Yeah.
they're not actually like racist.
Just distrustful.
Just distrustful, right?
Okay.
Whereas like almost everyone else is like fucking, you know, hailing and the rest of it.
Who's next?
Necrons.
Woo!
S tier. So Necrons
Oh,
are
yeah.
actually the most ancient race. in
Super
Warhammer.
Fuck
racist.
everyone else. You're all trash. I hate every single one of you. Get off
If
my
you
lawn.
have DNA, if you are our race, fuck you.
Fuck you.
I like how you ended your sentence, Max, the same way I was going to. I was going to say, "Get off my lawn." We were here first, asshole.
One of, and their
We're
whole
really
deal
grumpy
is
'cause
they're
we woke
space
up.
Mummies. They woke up. They're fucking grouchy. All of these other
Okay.
newfangled stupid races are like treading on their dirt, and they want to kill them all and wipe them out. That's essentially it. They hate
So the
everyone who's got a
hillbillies.
Necron. They think they're inferior. They want them gone.
Kinda.
The universe belongs to them.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking S tier.
That's pretty
So Max and myself were right. Will you-
Yeah, shit, yeah, we were. Like I said, there is nuances like Trazen and the Silent King. They're willing to work with other people and all that shit. But for the most part, if you see a fucking Necron coming, you're probably going to be turned into green goo.
Yep. Or experimented on, like in the Pariah Nexus show.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
Sweet. Yeah.
Dude, I don't think we need to reshuffle shit. This is a perfect list.
Who is the least racist of the racists?
Demons.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
No.
Who's next?
I feel like that's a major fucking swing.
That's a major swing.
Because
yeah.
anything that's
Yeah.
not a demon, how
It's
do you
demon.
think a demon feels about it?
Exactly. Oh, well.
I don't know.
That's the
I
one-
mean, it feels a
that's the-
little
that's
bit
the-
like a
that's-
cop out, but yeah.
That's the one we disagree with. I feel like the rest of the list is pretty solid.
I put the Tau at least.
Well, no,
in
actually-
C.
Well, no, I put Tyranids in D.
Oh yeah,
I would
Tyranid-
say the Tau are at least a C or a B.
Yeah,
Yeah,
C
and
or a B. Like, I don't know, the sterilization, the like fixed places in society. You can never go outside of the caste system, especially if you're an alien. I think they should at least be a C.
Fair enough.
So I'm quickly throwing
The least-
ours together for a split
The
second.
least
What did
Oh,
we
yeah.
disagree with the
the demons
this
are the
chart?
hard disagree.
Demons. I mean,
So-
at least
Oh, the
me.
so
I
hang on.
disagree with demons.
Yeah, and then I hard disagree with the Tyranids.
I remembered that. I put so far I have S, the Sisters of Battle, Necrons, and Demons. Where but for the most part, would we say yes, Space Marines?
And
I
Red
think so.
Scorpions, I would also put an S, but now we're
We're talking about just about Space Marines. So just like in a
Yeah.
general sense, they equal out to A. And then I would also say that the Chaos Space Marines would go right next to them. So they're in
Yeah.
B on their list, but I would put them on A. Disagreement,
Okay,
Slur?
so Space Marines.
No, I'd say like
okay.
both Chaos Space Marines and normal Space Marines can both be an A. I
You
would say about that.
so you think the Votan should be an A, Slur? Or was
B.
it B? Okay.
I'd be happy with B.
Mechanicus in B?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Mm-hmm.
C.
Ooh, you're saying C. So you're actually
And
getting
we're kind of like
less racism.
quibbling over like the middle ground here. Like, is like, hey, is it slightly more warm or slightly more cool? It's like it's the middle ground. I'm saying more C, just because they're so much more accepting of genetic variation within the human genome.
Fair enough.
like-
So
A lot of botched clones that would be servitors on any other world are entirely valid mech priests because of the way they build themselves.
Exactly.
I put
enough.
the guard at C just because they're not
I
they're not consistent enough. Like they
I
end
feel
up
like I feel like
turning.
natural racism from just the guardsmen, even though they're like halfway like with bone other races. I feel like that would put them either at B or C.
All right, I'm willing to move them up to B. Does anyone have any objections?
No.
No, I'm happy with the guardsman to B.
Yep.
Yeah, because like B
And
is
then-
basically like the middle of the road, I guess.
No, that's fair.
And-
Well, it's like
uh,
the upper middle, and this is kind of like why is I'm quibbling over the Mechanicum. It's like,
Yeah. And then I would
More
argue
than not.
that
Orcs D.
Tau, orcs are D, and then I would argue that Tau should be a low B.
I'd be
Mm,
happy
I
with
still think they should
C,
be
but
C.
I can see the argument.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I also
I
argue
lean-
with C to be at
As
C.
well as I'd be
Or
going
I-
to. I lean
a
more to
high
C.
C. A high C.
Oh, I love high C. Orange or fruit punch.
Orange.
I prefer orange. However, I will not say no to fruit punch.
I
That's
will
fair.
say no to fruit punch. I don't know why. I don't like
You're-
the flavor of
you're
fruit punch.
gay.
I like fruit punch.
Fruit punch is the shit. You're stupid and
Mhm.
gay and wrong. You fucking make another tier wrong list of high C and put White's face there.
I mean, like, I like fruit punch soda. Fruit punch soda. Like, you just add that little bit of fizz to it. Oh, man.
I'm literally
Uh,
drinking fucking fruit punch gamer subs right now.
Where would we put Eldar at B or?
Eldar is. I honestly think
Eldar?
actually Eldar.
I would go A.
I would go A.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
A.
No. Go with a low A, because
Low
I feel
A.
like the Eldar are a little bit more accepting than the Space Marines or the fucking Chaos Marines.
Drukari.
Jakari or whatever the
Same as
Eldar
the rest
are.
of the
The
Eldar.
Jakari are under the Eldar.
Mhm.
Okay, so they're also an A.
No, they'd be under.
So they
That'd be a
B.
high B.
I would
high
put
B.
both like Dark Eldar and normal Eldar on roughly the same tier list, because
Really?
even though they are not the same level of evil, they are the same level of racist.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I don't
Yeah.
like the Jakari, so fuck them. I'll put them up there.
Okay, so who am I missing from this?
Tyranids? You already moved the Tyranids.
I already moved the Tyranids. So far, I'll just read off, and then you'll tell me if I'm missing anyone. Sororitas, Necrons, and Demons are at S. Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, Eldar, and Dark Eldar are at A. Votan and the Guard are at B. Mechanicus and the Tau are at C. Tyranids and Orcs are at D.
Tyranids and Orcs. You don't have the Votan. Oh, you did have the Votan, sorry. No, that's it. That's everybody.
Yeah.
So,
We mostly agree. There's a couple hard
Yeah.
disagrees, but I think we're pretty much there.
I think
Yeah.
Demons is probably, at least from me, like the main disagree, and it is like just because of the logic of it, it is such a coin flip kind of a vote.
Yeah.
I do, but the thing is, you say that, but I feel like it's more of a 55-45, that they're more racist. So I'm like leaning towards like your initial argument.
I'm fine
Yeah.
with them being at S. Like what Slur said
Same.
made perfect sense.
Exactly. He's saying it's a coin flip though, but I'm saying I feel like it's more.
Well, no,
I
I'm
was
just
sort
saying,
of
like,
more right than
I
wrong.
can see why it's like they put them at the bottom, I put them at the top. It's like we're both kind of operating off the same kind of. Like,
Okay.
it's so absolute that like you're either gonna go one way or the other.
True.
Yeah,
Alright, let's finish up the
the biggest disagreement we had was that there are more at A than there are at B.
Yeah.
Say orcs.
Orcs more than Tau is like, it's a tough one for me.
They don't have racial based hatred.
They
you know?
do. Anything that's not an orc is automatically considered like fucking less than.
Unless it's orky enough.
Yeah, but you have to like.
Yeah, but
dude,
philosophically, that transcends race, and they're just not.
No. Okay. Let's go
Oh,
back.
we might have more
in human
disagreements, hang on.
history. And you have like a Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Such a good boxer and entertainer that like, yes, the white people of the time are like they're one of the good ones.
Uh-huh.
Well,
But
that's
does
Yarrick.
that mean they're like not
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does that
racist?
mean that they're not racist? It does mean that on like a very fundamental level, they are capable of accepting other races as long as they meet certain cultural criteria, which is very different from some things like demons, where on a fundamental level There is no version of them that accepts a group that is not them. And the same goes for Necrons and Eldar.
So, would you say that like orcs aren't really their prejudices are not on a racial level, but on a cultural level, or if it's or just like pure like on a skill level as well?
I would say, and because this is where I'm also dipping into other shit, their differences can be surmised on a cultural level because, like I said earlier, there are orc worlds that exist within the Eye of Terror controlled by Khorne. And he keeps them there because he thinks they're neat. And he supplies them with an endless stream of Khorne demons, and they go in there and they all fight. And because they are culturally aligned, everybody's fucking happy. Even though like they're from opposite ends of the fucking spectrum. But it's because of that cultural alignment. It's only because orcs act like Khorne demons. It's only because Khorne demons, according to the orcs, are very orky. They beat each other up, they're all happy, they're all chilling. However, if a Slaanesh demon turned up and they're like, hey, don't kill that one yet. I want to like poke it with sticks and make it bleed a lot and feel a lot of pain because that's what I'm really interested in. Both the orc and the Khorne demon would take turns punching the guy in the head.
Yeah, they would. Yo, that's fucking cringe. Why do you no?
I see.
Like, yes, merit-based, but you're starting from different starting points. So you have to do something truly exceptional to become, like, orky.
No honorary Aryans.
Yeah, it's like Italians or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like...
What do you mean?
I'm saying myself. No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, you can become white, but you didn't start there. That's how orcs do stuff.
Yeah, makes lots of sense.
Oh, like the Irish.
Yeah.
It's like fucking retarded.
Yeah. Like,
Whereas Tau, they'll be like, dude, as long as you're with us, you're fucking white. Like, that's the Italian equivalent there.
But are they though? I think every alien is.
They're not.
They're not.
They're not. They're not
Yeah.
considered. No, they're still.
That's what he's
They're
saying.
still considered
But that's what
lesser.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the thing. You're kind of like dipping into like specifically American history where Irish and Italians were not considered white for a long time. Irish kind of wormed their way in for reasons I cannot understand. Italians are still kind of arguing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the lowest.
That's just because the
So
Irish bred themselves into the population. So.
We also had like a couple of presidents and shit. Like Kennedy is an Irish name, so we got in there.
Yeah, the Irish conspiracy to take
They're
over.
not in a, is there
Which
not,
I fucking love, by the way.
has there not been a president that has like Italian heritage?
There might have been. I'm just not aware of it. I mean,
you guys would know more than I would.
I don't.
Well, we know.
To be
I
fair,
pay more attention to
don't
their
judge.
actions than their
I don't-
heritage.
I don't judge character. But
well, and so
you
you have
would
to also
know by the
underst-
name.
Bush.
Rutherford
English.
Was it Rutherford B. Hayes?
Rutherford would be more British ancestry.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
There's J. Edgar Hoover.
Okay, Lincoln is not a English name in and of itself. However, if you just look at the guy, that is pure fucking English heritage.
Trump.
German.
Well, he's German. He's German. His
thought he was
his father's original
thought he
last
was
name was
Scottish.
Drumpf.
Okay. All right. Okay.
No.
All right.
His
all right,
mom was
interesting.
Scottish.
All right. Interesting. Okay. Counter argument. Trump the second time.
Now we're talking.
Okay, see, well, now he's reinvented American as a race unto itself. And he is the first and only one that counts.
Obama.
Kenyan.
Damn it.
Calvin Coolidge.
I don't know who that is.
Coolidge.
But Coolidge would... That sounds English.
Roosevelt.
So,
That's American.
No, that Roosevelt sounds German.
Just clip out, yeah.
So Slur, it's really weird because
It's
like 75% of the American presidents people have never fucking heard of.
True.
Because
I mean,
Who the
our
who the fuck
country
is
is
Washington?
Like Ulysses S. Grant is not an Italian name at all.
I was about to say, what about Benjamin Franklin?
he wasn't a
He wasn't a
president.
president.
Shut up.
I mean, but the thing is, if he
He
was,
was a
president,
founding father, but he wasn't
well,
a president.
if he was a president, he would be one of the most base presidents because he wrote a 36-page book on why it's based and awesome to bang cougars.
Holy shit.
The older women.
Reddit for
He was
700
also Anglo-Frankish, so like that's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fuck it. One of the biggest posts from Reddit a year ago. Why have there been no Italian presidents?
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I wonder why.
And then there's a fucking gif from The Sopranos. It's anti-Italian discrimination.
I love The Sopranos.
I need to watch that show. I feel like you've been.
You
I feel
really,
like-
really
I-
do.
I
It is
feel like
one
you
of my
brought it-
favorites of all time.
I know you said that, but I feel like you've brought it up more in
With-
like the last 2 weeks than you've ever.
With
brought
one
it up
of the
ever.
worst endings in TV history.
Don't
Like,
fucking spoil it. I don't care. Don't bring it
I
up.
don't even know if I agree with that.
Don't,
It's
don't talk about it. I want
yeah.
to watch the show. I don't
You'll
give a
get
fuck
there
what
if you
people
get
say
there.
about it. I want to watch the show.
yeah, Sarah just finished watching it.
Same thing as orcs. They might just be willing to work with them more often, which I guess would still make them, less racist than orcs?
Exactly.
Okay. Alright, what about Leagues of Votan?
I don't think they would ever work with aliens, so I'm gonna say they're more racist than Tau, and probably I'd say they're more racist than orcs. It's not like they can, content of your character into like you're Votani, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they probably just have the fantasy dwarf skepticism of every other race,
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a toss-up. You decide, Don.
Yeah, let's just say most racist of the D. They are still 40k humans, sort of, after all. So our final declaration on who's the least racist in Warhammer 40k is the demons. Agreed?
Yeah.
So now...
Well, we talked.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
we
I
talked
said,
about
Yeah,
it.
we did.
this
We
is
literally did.
exactly
talked
the
about this.
opposite of what I said, but like the reasoning is just that they're so indiscriminate. So I mean, like, bruh, what are you gonna do?
Final question, who is the most racist in 40k? We're between Sisters of Battle or Necron?
Necrons.
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 Necrons, easy.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to hate is even bits of your own faction. It's another thing to just hate all living life.
Fuck all of you fucking meatbags.
Necron think there's no space in the universe for anyone but Necron.
Yeah.
Sisters of Battle think there's no space in the universe for anyone but humans.
Yeah, but I feel like a Sister of Battle's dogma, no matter how stringent, could be undone.
It's not infallible.
Shit.
It's not infallible.
Yeah.
The Necrons have worked with other races. Even the Stormlord, the most badass character in the setting, respects humans that fight well. Do the sisters at any point respect other races?
No.
Not that I know.
Why would they? Why would they
Wait,
respect?
are the
inferiors?
sisters more racist?
Am I gonna win? Actually,
I
by
believe
You're gonna
accident?
win. You're gonna
In
win.
genuine fucking mirroring real life kind of logic, it turns out the women actually are way more fucking racist.
They are literally more racist than the soulless
I win!
machines. That is not an exaggeration. The Necrons have no souls.
Are they also feminist?
They're an
I mean-
organization of only
I
women.
mean, technically, I guess.
I mean, not in the modern sense, no.
Yeah.
Whereas the Necron's just a robot.
Yeah, I mean, the Necrons have sentience and stuff, but I can't see anyone talking them out of it.
What about that guy that goes around and collects aliens?
Yeah,
Still
so
pretty
there's a guy
racist,
in-
but a Sister of Battle would never do that.
No, but
Yep.
he's still viewing them as inferior specimens that are
No,
interesting.
no, he doesn't.
No, he
No,
doesn't,
oh,
no.
He's fascinated
Oh
by it.
man, he loves other cultures.
But
That's what makes him so
and it was
unique.
this. He actually felt guilt and sorrow for having to kill one of his servants because he served him so well.
Yeah, no, he didn't even kill him. He just was reaching the end of his life and he wanted a peaceful death. So, but yeah, he felt bad about putting him down. You're talking about the librarian from Infinite and Divine?
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually probably like that book is hilarious. That's fucking like subchapter or whatever is fucking beautifully written. Like I love that subchapter. But yes, like,
I remember
Trazen genuinely fucking likes other races.
It was said in the latest Necron's Codex, if I remember correctly, that just a side note that Trazen feels incredibly bad that he couldn't help like as much as he not as much as he could have. How he wasn't enough to help save Cadia.
I don't know about that because that's new shit and I haven't looked into it. But he does view Cadia as a failure.
It's also like, he views it as a failure. It's also kind of like reading into his character based on like abstracted text. Him seeing Cadia as a failure is him seeing it as I went down there, I gave like these human fucking fumbling idiots who only just barely even understand technology. I gave them some hints and chaos was not successfully driven off. That's not a good result.
Sorry, you're misremembering it. He didn't just give them hints. Motherfucker went straight up to fucking Abaddon, threw out a Custodes, a Inquisitor, and a whole legion of 30k Marines at him.
Okay,
he went
gave
hard.
some very, very insistent hints, and the guys still did not drive off chaos. So this is not a good result.
The reason why Greyfax is even in the lore now is because Trazen threw her out.
Yeah, that's true. Gave Celestine a wife.
Gave Celestine a wife. That's ultimate.
Now, if only he can hand over Clone Grim.
Yeah, at any point he could just hand over Clone Grim, which
my second favorite.
No.
My second favorite.
Okay, here's the thing: Clone Grim, in and of himself, is not actually a viable Primarch because, and this is the thing that Fabius never really understood, is the Emperor made some fucked up demon deals to make the Primarchs that Fabius just can't replicate. However, a Clone Grim might still be able to provide viable gene seed.
Yep.
Yes.
You could have OG stock Emperor's Children Marines. And remember, before they fell, the reason they were called Emperor's Children is because they were one of the most perfect of the legions. They perfected warfare.
They and the Emperor gave them the permission to use the Aquila as their symbol.
Yep.
And then
I like Fulgrim. He's cool.
I really like. Meanwhile, I'm like, the best thing Tracer could do would be give us Creed back.
No, he's mine.
He's saving him for a special occasion. Don't worry about it.
I'm keeping Creed until you give me Abaddon.
Deal.
Honestly,
remember,
if Abaddon got fucking Pokeballed and Huron Blackheart became the War Master of Chaos, I would honestly cum my fucking bottom half off.
Well, remember. remember the reason that.
I thought you'd ask.
No, I need you to Photoshop Slur's head on Bishop after he was torn in half.
Oh my god, I'm losing my point. The whole reason Trazen stayed on Kata to defend it was because he wanted to Pokeball Abaddon. He couldn't get Abaddon. He said, well, you're pretty cool, human. Get in the Pokeball. Exactly.
And then
you're gonna have to send me a picture, Wyatt.
Meanwhile, he
don't put Slur's head over Bishop. Just put the sunglasses over Bishop.
Yeah.
Not bad for.
I will give you the transparent PNG for the sunglasses.
He wanted Creed's tactical genius. Motherfucker could spawn a Titan behind a lamppost.
No, he didn't want his tactical genius. He wanted a consolation prize. Trazen loves other people, but like, I mean, he's still a petty little bitch.
No, I know
That's why I
that.
love
No,
him.
that
That's
it's,
why I love him.
No, that's why I was joking. The idea is like, because I fucking love the tactical genius thing from fucking 8th edition, where you really could just hide in a whole ass Imperial Knight or a Bane blade behind like a tiny piece of terrain, and once you activate tactical genius, it is just there.
Oh yeah, fuck. So I was trying to find that meme, but I just got reminded of like my favorite bit from that whole book. Orkin stole a glance away from the battle management panels that hung before him in the air. I hope you brought an army. You think so little of me, dear colleague, said Trazen, picking out a labyrinth. I brought 5.
Trazen is just your average Warhammer collector.
He's literally a Warhammer collector.
He has all 40,000 Warhammers.
He has all of the Warhammers.
I wouldn't be surprised if deep within Trazen's library, through sheer warp fuckery, he literally has the fucking Helden hammer.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought you were about to say fucking Galmaraz. I was about to be like, oh shit.
That is, dude. That
I
we're
forgot.
talking about the same thing.
Sorry. I know mainly it as Galmaraz. Like so.
Galmaraz is its sort of like given name from the dwarves that he fought alongside when he tamed Chaos and formed the Empire. The Helden hammer is what it was known as when Sigmar Heldenhammer became known as like one of those human champions who was wearing a fucking loincloth, beating demon cheeks.
Yeah, and for those in the audience who don't know, the Warhammer,
fight, right?
That's in a fight, right?
Right?
In the audience, those who don't know, the Warhammer, that's the Games Workshop logo for that, is Galmaraz. Like it is the Warhammer.
Like it is the Warhammer.
Like, and that's
40K.
which is funny because I was messaging Jake such a long let's say a long time ago. This was like a few days ago. Of like, is it weird that 40K has overshadowed everything? Because Games Workshop, it was originally Warhammer Fantasy. That was their bit. Like, and like, if 40K just ended up.
Fuck you.
Hey, if one of your properties just has better lore and just has like a better audience capture, you're gonna take your writing resources,
of course,
and you're gonna put them in that. And over the course of time, you're just gonna end up in a situation where that just has like an entire 50 series book novel compilation to describe the prequel of the setting and how we even fucking got here.
A fucking prequel. It's so true, God.
Yeah, that
the
is
entirety of the Horus Heresy is a prequel story.
Mm-hmm.
It's 57 books long.
Well, that's
now
just
go
like the
read
main
all
book.
of them.
That's not even counting side
I'm
stories.
37 into them, I think.
Wow, you're old.
I'm 7.
Oh my god.
I am 0 because I'm like I love this setting. I'm not touching them.
I might pick up the fucking Jagged's Icon. There's a Jagged's Icon.
Is Primarch book? Yeah.
There's a couple of books that mainly focus around the White Scars and Jagged Icon. Yes.
Yeah, I might.
However, the problem you're gonna run into is that they kind of happen in the middle of everything. So
I mean, I kind of know.
Gonna be like buffeted around.
I know, but I kind of know most of the fucking like timeline though.
You'll be able to pick a lot of shit up from context. However, the first half of the book, you are going to be playing a guessing game as to where exactly you are in the timeline.
Fair enough. Well, like I said, I'll worry about that as we do it. Like
I
said,
I mean that's just where usually
is
the
lame.
going through them.
What did you say, Jake?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anybody. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
I was gonna say Vulcan's Primarch book is kind of lame.
You have told me that.
I need someone to send me a picture of Bishop.
All right, if no one else is going to do it, Bishop.
I mean, you're the one who brought it up.
So, I just looked up a lot of pictures and they all look different from each other, so I don't know how any context.
So quick, Jake, so we can finish up the video because we have like literally a minute left.
Yeah.
What's gay about the Vulcan book?
So like it's sort of split up into two halves, because I listened to it. Like a year or so ago, so I am just going based off memory. It was split up into two halves, and it has like an interesting dilemma to
There you
it.
go.
Like half of it takes
Okay.
place on another planet with like the Terran-born salamanders, and then there's also the Nocturne-born salamanders, and that's like there's this tension between them because obviously a difference in culture, and what like they're not really sure if they should trust the other, and that seems interesting, but like there's not enough time dedicated to it because like the audiobook itself
Actually,
is
here's
only
a
like
better
4 hours. It's only like 4 hours long, and I'm gonna say it. There's not enough Vulcan in it.
Hmm.
Whereas like Fulgrim's Primarch book is not only longer, but is actually quite good and
Oh,
showcases
dude,
a lot
book
of.
5 where you go into the fall of the fucking
Oh
Emperor's
my
children. That
god!
shit is cash
Oh
money.
my god!
I
Like,
will say,
I
when you
it
get
broke
deeper
me.
in and you get to like, I think it's around like 30 something, where you get into not Vulcan specifically, but the journey his guys go on, insisting that he can't die, even though he got ripped the fuck apart and taken by Conrad Kurz. That story is way better for like Vulcan mythology and like the salamanders.
Yeah, but like with the uh Fulgrim's like solo Primarch book, it takes place before the heresy. It does a really good job of showing like who Fulgrim was before all of the Slaneshi corruption. And it's like he always put on the mask of arrogance. He made himself look a lot more cocky and a lot more egotistical than he actually was to like catch people off guard. And oh god, I can't remember this. It's this old noble lady. God, she was fucking sassy as hell. It was really funny. Giving like,
Is this
giving,
the
like,
painter lady?
no. I'm talking about like his solo book, not book 5 of the Heresy. No, it's not. It's not. No, Petronella Diva was the singer. I can't remember what the painter lady was. But when the painter lady like impaled herself on the sword with that one sculptor dude, God, that I had to stop listening to it for the rest of the day. It fucking broke me, man.
This shit's fucking gnarly.
It utterly broke me.
I was about to say, like, I went from Infinite Divine into this Twice Dead King, and man, same shit, man. It's rough.
Yeah.
40K
Yeah.
books aren't fun.
Oh yeah, go from like Caiaphas Cain to like Gaunt's Ghosts, for example, where two vastly different fucking tones.
I did like that. I don't know if you guys have Audible and actually checked out that audio drama. I actually really liked that. Fuck, I forgot what it's called. Let me look it up. I have it on my Audible. But it is just a audio drama of two people escape. I think it's called like the Silent Watchers or whatever.
Yes, I Watcher in the Night.
Watcher in the Night, yeah. Let me double check just to make sure.
My favorite audio drama is still Our Martyred Lady, but that's because like not only more Celestine, more Greyfax, and it's a good story in general, but also because it's like all like a lot of the cast from the later Warhammer like animated series and all that kind of stuff, like Catherine Tate, for example, who plays Greyfax. And for those who don't know, Catherine Tate was she's the one who is the narrator for the 9th edition trailer. She's the captain of the ship in Angels of Death.
I had no idea that was Catherine Tate.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Well, she and then in Caiaphas Cain, the Caiaphas Cain books, I believe she's also Jenna Sola.
And in and
That's
for
mostly
just
Janus.
and for the normies, it's Donna Noble from Doctor Who.
Yes.
By the way,
Yeah.
it's called the Watcher in the Rain. It's not a book, but
Watch, yeah.
it is a fantastic audio drama.
Another one is The Last Church. Have you guys
I
heard?
have one saved as well that I was supposed to listen to. I never got back around to it. It's called The Way Out,
Oh yeah, I've heard that one.
a Warhammer horror audio drama.
It's
Anyway.
really good.
Yeah, Warhammer's fucking cool. If you got audio and you got Amazon
We-
Prime, you're wasting your money not putting Audible on there because
Oh wait,
get
can
a
you
free
actually
fucking credit
include it
every,
in your Prime subscription?
That's no, actually, I think mine actually comes out separately now. I think about it, but fuck it,
Yeah.
it's like $5 a fucking month, and you get a free credit, so you can just buy a fucking book. I actually have 7 credits built up. I should get you guys to send me some books.
Do you mind going like tiny bit offsetting? Because I've got some Age of Sigmar audio dramas I could send your way.
I kind of want to stick to the 40K for now.
That's fair.
Yeah, see, look, I just bought the Jagged's Icon Warhawk of Shigoris.
Also, they lowered the
But
thing. I thought
speaking of,
the
Jagged's
one that
Icon,
gets you the credit was like the $15 a month subscription.
Then I probably have that one. I don't know.
You could foreseeably see a sister of battle like forsaking her human stuff and joining the Tau like in a very super mega rare scenario. It feels like it could happen.
Then
like,
she
maybe a
needs to
better
be
comparison to a
crucified!
Necron would be
Heresy!
Like a Grey Knight. So Grey Knight is like a space marine, but even more fucking indoctrinated and shit, and they would never, ever. Right? That's more of a Necron to me.
I don't know if there still are, but there used to be rules in the game where you could not team up with aliens, like ever, if you played as Grey Knights.
Yeah, on that basis, if I say Necrons and Grey Knights are kind of like similar to, that means the Necron's more racist than the Sister of Battle.
Well, there you have it. Most racist race in 40K, not the Space Marines, actually, but the Necrons.
That's crazy, dude.
And who got the silver medal? Sisters of Battle. Space Marines only got bronze. What do you know?
Yeah, so there.
So in terms of our ranking, who like are we going?
Sisters.
Sisters.
Yeah, Sisters are number one.
I mean, I'm gonna fucking still argue for demons because I'm on the other side of the coin that they're on.
Yeah, but once again, because I would still argue for Necrons, but there's the immutable fact that the Sisters just don't fuck with other races. The Necrons and the demons both fuck with other races. Just bar none.
Yeah.
Peru.
All right, I like it. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you've been thoroughly educated.
Yep.
Maybe next time we'll do which one's the most sexist or something. Who knows?
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be a deeper conversation.
Yeah.
Kind of want to do that. Write that down. See you next Friday. Goodbye.
I fucking love those guys, man. They're fucking fantastic. Like, yeah. You know what it started off as? Like the first video I actually watched of their little like them sitting down and talking shit to each other and doing that. They actually ranked all of the Crusades.
Huh.
Not 40K.
That is a fucking
the Crusades.
Also, I love how
I learned about the Child's Crusades. Have you ever heard of that shit? Did you know that there was a fucking
the cursed
12
founding one where like a bunch of them like, hey, we use a bunch of like traitor gene stock and now we're confused why all the fucking space marines are fucky?
No,
no, real life.
They talked about the Crusades, not 40K.
Like
the actual real life first crusade, like the Peasants Crusade.
Yes, they even talked about the Child's
Oh.
Crusade. Do you know about that?
Not very much.
Oh, God, my fucking Discord is just being super fucking gay. Like, it's cutting off like the first fucking sentence of whatever you guys say.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a sentence in front of the fact where I say I don't know very much about the Child's Crusade, mainly about the First Crusade and like the Prince's Crusade, which followed, which was just as fucking bullshit.
It's the Third Crusade,
So-
right? Is where they used like a lot of younger soldiers, wasn't it?
Well, no, there's actually a Child's Crusade where they're led by a French boy who was 11 and a German boy who was 12, and it was a bunch of kids. So it's kind of cool on paper, but as soon as they make the crossing in the boats, they all get fucking mogged and put into slavery, and it's basically a failure instantly.
Gee, how did that happen?
I don't know. It's crazy, isn't it? A bunch of children aren't great soldiers. Who would have fucking thought?
Well, any final thoughts?
Clearly,
before we
this
wrap
wouldn't have
shindig?
happened if God was on their side.
So we know that the greatest factions in Warhammer are the ones that are super racist.
Yes.
Yes.
We know that
Exactly.
snow bunnies don't get the pass, and we know that it's not racist.
All right.
You're right.
Put it on a shirt, not to sell, just like that. Just put it on a shirt to give to Slur, like that.
Snow bunnies do not get the.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
What
What
Took
is
you a
that?
minute.
What is
What?
that?
I thought your
What?
laughing was in reaction to what was just said, Jake. What are you laughing
No,
at?
it was what was
No,
put in the fucking call chat.
I'm looking at the what was it, the call chat?
Which one?
That is perfect.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
That is amazing. Both of them are perfect. What do you
Oh
mean?
yeah, I've been looking at them for a good minute. That's why I was your delayed reaction.
No,
So I was
that
focusing-
last one, that's the one.
Yeah, that's your new avatar now, sir.
After you came your bottom half off. All right, we'll see you for the next one. Bye.
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 Bye.